Hey, 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 it's Friday. We are back. Welcome back to another round. We are back. We are back. It is reunion time, baby. We have finally made it to the end. Child, long drawn out and everything, but we are here. We have finally made it. And yeah. Welcome to the channel. I'm your girl Jay. I'm here with my girl El Cid. We are y'all big cousins. We are here for a quick cap. That means we are here for a good time and possibly a long time. Okay. But if you are new here, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a heart in there. If not, just leave a like. Likes are free. Yes, please pour you some wine, child, because this reunion is gonna lead us all to drinking. Drink responsibly, though. Drink responsibly. Stay hydrated. Anywho, hell, Sid, how you doing this evening, child?
Well, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm not reunion ready, but I'm ready.
Child, you got your hoodie and your sneakers on, and you ready to throw that?
Hoodie, sneakers on, my small earrings. I gotta get the Vaseline on my face. I got my drink. We ready.
You know, ready for the tussles, baby. Ready for the tussles. Let's go on tussle it all now. Let's tussle it all out. Well, like usual, we already know that there's two couples of this season, so 100% of people that went down the aisle said yes. So go figure.
That's about as much clapping as I'm gonna do.
Well, Garrett and Taylor, they was kind of meant to do what they do. Were they not? Were they not? No, no.
Garrett and Taylor?
They did what they was gonna do. We kind of figured that they was gonna make it to where they gonna make it to.
Yeah, we figured. We figured they weren't gonna make it to San Diego. How about that?
We still have time. We have a lifetime now.
It's
Even
like
though
Taylor girl, you came on a DC dating show only to try and move the man to San Diego. Why don't you do Love is Blind San Diego? How about that?
Loving is blind, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? That's what we should have did, cause child. I don't know. Maybe the job that she was going for in San Diego opted out of the position. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they decide to go another route, as they like to put it sometimes. They go a different direction. Hey, Taronda, and whatnot. But they are still together. Father does not like people in his home, but he's willing to come to the reunion. And you know why? Because the reunion was 2 hours away. Baby, okay, he can drive up to Cali, baby. I mean, LA, baby. He like, I ain't gotta go that far. I'll come see my baby in LA, spend some time. And listen, I ain't gonna hold Garrett. Garrett can come fishing with me because he was catching some big old fish, baby. He was catching some catches. All right. I don't know what bait he using, but baby, come fish with me.
But he was also in the water, Jay. I'm not getting in the water.
Well, he more brave than I am because I definitely ain't doing that part either, Chad. I don't like to get in water I can't see through. I'm not gonna hold you. Well, she's right. Marriage is about compromise, so they got to do what they got to do. You know, right now some of the compromises is in his favor, and maybe she'll stay to her 5 to 7 years on the kid. I don't know. Maybe that compromise they negotiated. We'll stay here, and in 5 to 7 years, she'll get her kid.
Yeah, because you can't take the kid to Fashion Week.
Baby, he said, I'm gonna have a glow up on y'all. What y'all gonna do about it? What y'all gonna do about it? See me and see me good.
Y'all liked Zach's glow up? Watch mine.
I think okay, he's a married man, so respectfully, I think Zach's is still better.
I'm with you on that one.
But hey, I'm not mad at the glow up because it is a very nice glow up to me. I mean, I'm not gonna say again, I'm not so sold on the look that he had for the reunion or anything like that. But I've seen his pictures on TikTok and everything. The man is doing well for himself. He's doing pretty good for himself. So do your thing. Now it's oddly enough, some people, some people get into a marriage and then they start looking a little raggedy and stuff like that, and then other people get into a marriage and they get a good glow up. I'm like, child, now see this why Steven was trying to tell us that the women's is gonna be in the DMs. Steven seen the potential.
Steven had the vision. Steven had the vision. He's like, I'll be looking mighty fine with this ring on my finger, but also I'll be looking good. Get off me, ladies. Get off me, ladies.
If you know, you know. But yes, baby. Garrett and Taylor, y'all doing your thing. Y'all look happy in love. And I was glad to see your parents is there and making it. I mean, her parents, excuse me, even though they're sharing parents now, her parents was there and made it. And I'm still curious on what his parents has to say. I wonder how they still feel about it.
Hey, I like Taylor's dad. He said, I ain't got to pay for the wedding. Y'all are all right with me. I'll show up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to pay for the wedding, but Taylor, I would be like, hey, daddy, could you give me that money? Because we need to buy a place in DC. And, it's going to take a while for us to get our money up to buy a place in DC.
Shout out to his Francine. Thank you for becoming a new member, my love. I hope you love it here. You know what I'm saying? The bar is always open for our members. We got an open bar policy over here, baby. Let us know what you're drinking. It's top shelf, Everybody else, they get but you get top shelf, okay? So let us know what you like.
Not the well water.
Well, they got to pay for the top shelf, baby. You know what I'm saying? The memberships, we going to keep the party going. But yeah, no. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's still just right at the right time. Trust me. I still gotta do some stuff for my members anyway. So you're good. You're good. We're gonna have to really have some story times. I'm gonna have to start recalling some memories I don't want to recall. But anywho. Tell me how you felt really though, Elsid, about this reunion. Did it answer the questions you needed to answer? Did it give you more questions? Did people that was there not need to be there? Did we get into what we needed to get into? What do you think?
Okay, so the reunion answered some questions, not everything, but I will say some folks who got a good edit made themselves get a bad edit. Some people reversed what we all thought about them. And that for me was like, production made you out to be a certain way, and now here you come, crashing that entire thought process. So I'm like, ooh, I don't like seeing the old cast members. They do not need to be there at all. We could do a Where Are They Now? And you could go visit them and whatever. We don't need to parade the babies out front like we're going to do a second generation Love is Blind in like 15, 20 years. We don't need all that. What you can do is bring up people from, the next round of Love is Blind to let us know, like, hey, we went to Minneapolis and here's some of the people, find out their story. But the rest of them, they could kick rocks. They didn't need to be there.
I mean, yeah, other than some good looking spectators, I didn't really see the purpose of it or whatnot. I mean, to me, I was just like, stop wasting so much of the edit going to talk to them. I know you brought them there and it's good for the current cast and other people that's live in the audience. That's great. But for us at home, we're focused on this cast right now. We're not worried about first season, second season. No disrespect to them. They paved the way for these people. And that's why I said it's good for the people live in the audience. But for us at home, we just want to focus on the people we got this season, to be honest with you. So you said something interesting. You said some people had some good edits and they revisited it on the reunion. Who is these people are you referring to?
Marissa. Marissa got a good edit. Marissa was the darling. Oh, she got a good edit. That's one of my number one. Now she neck and neck with Ashley. Because I will tell you, of all the things, I was with y'all with Ashley. I was like, oh, Ashley is a beautiful woman. Ashley is this and that. Oh my gosh. I hope that Ashley finds the man to, the fairy tale she wanted. I was with y'all on Team Ashley. And then Ashley came out and said, I'm okay. I'm okay if he disassociates himself from those children, from that family. I was like, Ashley, the wall just crumbled. I was like, you can stay over there with your Tyler, stay over there with your husband, and y'all, could have y'all matching pajamas with the dog rather than acknowledge the man's children. Those are my two. Everybody else, they ain't quite killed their edit, but their deeper colors showed through.
Yeah, I think I agree on that too. Cause yeah, Marissa for sure. Marissa for sure. Cause it was like, girl, we was all rooting for you. You got me like Ty Bryce, girl. I was rooting for you. We was all rooting for you. Cause it's like, baby girl, you need to shh. When you needed to speak, you didn't speak. And the times you spoke, you're not speaking to who you need to speak to. The venom that you got is not for the person you're directing it at. So it's like, my. And that's why I'm like, girl, you legally wrong because I don't know, to be honest with you, your defense for your case for a bit on Hannah shit, it wasn't even selling for me. It wasn't even good selling points for me. And so since we here, let's actually just talk about it, the whole Nick and Hannah back and forth, because that was a big chunk of the reunion. It was their back and forth, which wasn't really going anywhere. Y'all want to sit here and try to crucify this man to the stake to say that he talked bad about her looks or whatever, and said that she was a grenade and he didn't really find her attractive or whatnot. Okay, that's the whole point of Love is Blind, though. A lot of y'all don't actually come out and be like, oh, my partner is just this top tier thing. Y'all actually come out there and lie a lot of times.
Your representative is coming forth.
Mm-hmm.
If this is early stage dating, your representative is ahead of you in Love is Blind or any dating situation at first until you get comfortable. But the whole Nick and Hannah, now let's define, because we threw in our Grenade. I remember Grenade from Jersey Shore. Mm-hmm. I remember the way Grenade was, hey, the person isn't that attractive, but you're taking one for the team. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's Grenade. So for me, in my thought process, Nick is the grenade in this instance. Because technically, Hannah was after Leo Strong till she heard Brittany make that slip up. Then she said, oh no, Nick, come back. And she decided to go to Mexico with Nick because technically she jumped on Nick to continue further. So technically Nick's the grenade. Mm-hmm. Now, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but even if he called a grenade, I'm sorry, Hannah, the way you popping off on him, yes, you're a grenade in that sense. You're popping off on the man. And that night is like, you pulled Marissa's pin because Marissa was popping off on Nick for you.
Right. And I think that, like Nola said, they're trying to say that he lied. But lied about what? Lied about what? He said that he felt underwhelmed. He said that on the show, that he felt her looks was underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing. There's nothing. The grenade. So when I was trying to figure out what the grenade is, one of my friends told me is just kind of like what you said. You take one for the team. Basically, is saying out of the bunch. You know what I'm saying? So out of the bunch of ladies that he got to see, he probably like, yeah, she's not technically my cup of tea. He could be saying this. He's not overwhelmed. But if I come straight out the gate and I see you and your first thought is to start to tear me down, I don't give a damn about your looks anymore. You are ugly and unattractive to me because of your personality. So I'm kind of like wishing that whenever they supposedly had the conversation, which nobody seems to recall or can really say this, we actually had this conversation. It's giving me that he could have been trying to say, hey, listen, Out of the bunch, I got the worst personality. Out of the bunch, I don't have the most loving, the most attractive when it comes to a character person or whatever and stuff. But nobody really flushed out the conversation with him if they even really had the conversation with him. I'm like, did you guys even have the real conversation with him? Steven pipes up with a hard, strong yes, and then it's well, I mean, we didn't really have the grenade was saved, but we didn't really talk about the rating, or we didn't talk about her looks or how he felt. What does that got to do with the grenade? If he's talked about her being a grenade or whatever, and he don't fancy her, that should be an easy yes. We have that. We talked about it. Then you got Ramsey, who can't even make eye contact while sitting right next to you, nervous as hell. Come on, bro. It's about accountability, and you got to give accountability, and you just got to stand up for what you got to say, man. Come on, just tell her the truth, man. Did he tell you the truth? Did he tell you anything? Because if he told you anything, you could turn to that man and say, Nick, this night on this night, you told me this. Y'all trying to throw him under the bus, throw him under the bus. Don't get halfway there and get scared. Child, you going down for accessory of trying to take me out.
Girl, I was hoping for another cutie story. I was hoping, even though I am Team Nick, if y'all wanna, get at me. But I was hoping they brought out the video that showed him saying it backstage in the men's lounge after they had the whole, meetup. They have the reveals, and of course they have to go back to the lounge. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe Nick did that. I'm like, where's the videotape? Where's the videotape? Somebody must have caught this. But yeah, as you said, they didn't say when this conversation actually happened. Mm-hmm. But it's okay to be underwhelmed. This is Love is Blind. It's okay. She was underwhelmed. She was expecting this big football player and not knowing a punter is one of the smallest players on the field. She was underwhelmed. She just didn't appreciate he didn't tell her.
Right. And just like how she gets on these platforms and these interviews and tell us how, it's my fault. I had built up this whole notion in my head because of he said this, and still try to flip it on Nick though. But the end of the day, you dreamed up a family. We do this. We read books and we envision the characters and stuff. And then when the book goes to the movie, we looked at the character and be like, well, that's not how I really looked at it, but okay, I mean, only Game of Thrones has gave me a best thing about the people that they made, but for the most part. But even still, we look at some things and it's just like, yeah, I just really didn't see it that way. I didn't see that person looking like that. But okay, I'm gonna roll with it. I'll go with it. It is what it is. And then you got to take in consideration, she is very, very insecure. I mean, you want the other link, Seaway? You want to come up? She's very insecure. So he has to take baby steps on how to handle her. I don't think he doesn't give me malicious to just sit there and try to keep tearing her down when he already knows that she feels some type of way about her looks. And let's really talk about it. They had a whole conversation about her going to have certain like different procedures and all that stuff. And he was like, no, you really don't have to. He's encouraging her just to do it the natural way. And she's still the one who's like, oh, you're going to spend the money on my procedure and do this, that, and the third?
My thing is, it's okay not to like the person. It's okay to be underwhelmed by their lack of beauty in your eyes. But it depends how you treat them after that. You can be underwhelmed and still treat people well, Hannah. You can be underwhelmed by a person's lack of beauty in your eyes and still be nice and gracious. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. Even with all the other foolishness with Nick, it's okay that he was polite. It's okay that he didn't treat her terribly. So you want, because he's underwhelmed by you, for him to act a fool? That don't sound right. Hannah is a clear case of when you let your children out in the wild too soon. Because there was she just acting buck wild out here. And I am scared because she has 3 friends, or was it 2 friends that co-signed this foolishness? And then, wait a minute.
3, 4, 5 now.
They went through his things. How do you say on national television, you have gone with your friend, gone through this man's things just because it's there? And you want to talk about respect. You need to respect me, Nick. Now you have gone through his things. You have taken that stuff, and now you have told the world, I have no boundaries when it comes to if your things are around me.
And especially if my friends is, because they gonna end there and be like bad behavior. My friend was like, let's go through his stuff. Yay. And it all makes sense. His goals all make sense. And it's
Right.
so funny because he I know he wasn't lying, because he started off with the whole, that was the end date for my goals. He literally started there. She heard none of that part. All she went back to, but that was 2 weeks before the pause. Again, that was my end date. I didn't know I was about to be on the show. Literally just said that 2 seconds ago. Were you listening to me? You would have known. I said 2 seconds ago that was my end date. But you're so pressed on trying to find a reason why he's a bad guy. So what if he said, he wrote on a piece of paper, I want to be the most famous on Love is Blind. Y'all don't come on these reality TV shows not to be known or seen and stuff like that. Like, there's so many dating apps. There's so many ways to find people out here. You can find people just off of Instagram. You don't have to get on this show to do it. All of y'all want to be seen. But guess what, Hannah? You made him famous. At the end of the day, you made him famous. Why? Because you dismissed the man and brought him back. Then when you brought him back, you treated him like crap the whole freaking time. We wouldn't have paid no attention to Nick. We'd have paid Nick, you cannot convince me Nick would have did anything that we really actually would have really paid attention to him about. Other than riding that dick. He would have been, I mean, Lord, the Freudian slip, riding that duck. I might need to get some. Riding that duck. Lord, forgive me. Other than riding that duck, we would not remember Nick. Like, let's be honest. Hey, see,
I was waiting. I'm like, she gonna pass this on to me at this point.
I got to.
Save her, Seaway, save her.
Hey, because I was like, when did he do that? Who did that?
When they do that?
When he do that? I was like, okay, I didn't know. I know I'd be skipping through scenes. I didn't know I skipped through that much. Right.
This is the dictionary's part for writing the words so daggone close, one vowel away.
Look, it is. How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm fine, because I got to come over here where it's a safe space. I can't be other places. I said, let me come over to the safe space. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, girl. Yeah, we just talking about Hannah. We talking about Hannah and Dave. But before you get into your Hannah and stuff, do you feel this reunion gave what it needed to give?
No. But I also want to be fair that the reunion, it was a lot of pressure for the reunion to give something because the show gave nothing. It honestly felt like that Nick and Vanessa were low-key kind of pissed the way they did the show this year because everything is like he say, she say. Like whether it's the stuff between Alex and Tim or the stuff between Nick and Hannah, there's so many like he say, she say, and there's no clips, there's no footage. And so, what are they really supposed to do? I'm not justifying it, but I just feel like the show didn't do their part.
Right.
So,
yeah.
like there's no footage or nothing. We should have got the text messages, like for example with Babatunde and what's his face, we should have got the text messages so then it could be brought up. But we didn't get the text messages. We didn't see anything.
That man said, I seen last season. Y'all not about to do a Travis on me. What was his name? Trevor, whatever his name. He said, I'm going to erase these messages right now.
Trevor.
Delete.
But the girl released Trevor's.
Oh, okay. That's how they got
so we need Steven's accomplice to release it.
She like, I wrote some kinky stuff in there. I ain't releasing none of that. I wrote some kinks, baby.
No, she's trying to be unknown. She's trying to be unknown as she should.
Thank you, Jesus. Okay. But yeah,
She's
nah.
smart.
But back to Hannah and Nick, child, because as much as it was going back and forth, there was a lot to still flesh out. Because I just did not understand this round table of trying to throw darts at Nick. Because I'm just like, yes, he is not the best man. He is probably, a lot in a lot of ways needs a lot of growing to do and all that stuff. But he was not bad
But
to Hannah.
how are all of them roasting Nick? And Nick is one of the least problematic ones up there. Nick got more fire than some of them.
I think it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy because they feel like, if we're just being honest, that Nick was being inauthentic and didn't get his tea spilled, and they feel like they got theirs spilled. I think this is like textbook. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Was Nick being fake AF? Quite possibly, right? But is that y'all fault? Is that his fault that he was discreet about his nonsense and you guys were being complete, or Hannah, you were being a complete dick on national TV? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because if he was being fake, all you had to do was say, you know what, Nick, I'm not finna get at you, but I feel like you're being disingenuous right now. And so there's no sense in us being together because I feel like you're being disingenuous. That's all she had to say on camera. That's not what she said. Because that's what I would have said if I felt like somebody was being fake and not showing, trying to make themselves look good on camera and try to have me be the one. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be like, you know what? We shouldn't even continue because you trying to have me look crazy when you know what you out here doing. Full stop. That would have been the end of it. To me.
My biggest problem with the whole situation is, especially on Marissa's part, because in this whole argument that she keeps going back in defense of Hannah, Nick, you were good. You were great in the pods. I even defended you when Hannah was doing this stuff and the third. You defended the man that you knew talked about your best friend. But you never once went to and defended your best friend with Nick and say, hey, Nick, I heard this. Ramsey said this. So it's like, when did Ramsey get a chance to tell you this? At what point did Ramsey tell you this? And at what point did y'all tell Hannah and tell the whole other group? But y'all told everybody but Nick. Not one of y'all went over there to tell Nick, hey, I heard you say this stuff about Hannah. But now y'all want to sit on this stage and talk all this mess right now.
They didn't tell him? Are you sure they didn't tell him?
They didn't confront him except on the stage. That's why he said it with his chest. Tell me when exactly I said that and who I said it to.
Oh, well, then that's whack if they didn't tell him.
Is it like, did Ramses tell you this when y'all was still messing around way after everybody broke up and all that stuff like that? So if he want to say he's underwhelmed and he didn't like her, then he's all for it. He's not with the girl anymore. But y'all trying to make it seem like this was something early on that was discussed. Why Steven is even up in it, and not one of y'all said anything. But y'all are free to sit here and tell confessionals, tell the camera, all this stuff. Everybody has something to say about Nick on the show. There's so many different times that they showed us different people talking about Nick on the show, but not one time did they show Nick talking about Hannah.
Yeah, I just feel like it's textbook jealousy because folks got bad edits. Folks are mad about their edits, and that's about it.
But they can only edit what you present.
Even the men, because honestly, yeah, and there was no reason. I mean, I don't mind Ramses, basically admitting to what was said at that point because they were going to keep going around and around, and you could tell that Marissa wasn't going to let it go. But
Ramses didn't admit either. He sat there and would just, come on, bro, just confess. It's time to be accountable or whatever and stuff. Like, talk to yourself about accountability. Don't tell me about being accountable while you sitting on mute when it's your turn.
Right.
Stay mute.
Everybody on mute.
Right. and it felt like a Mean Girls Club all against Nick. And it's like Nick gotta fight for his life.
And I low-key felt bad for Nick because it's like the guys is having fishing trips. The guys is having fishing trips and stuff. And now all the girls is against him. I'm like, what? Why y'all so mad at Nick?
Because Nick is one of the few. Hey, Tina girl. Nick is one of the few people on the cast. Actually, if you really think about it, he's the only one. Him and Taylor. are the only ones that got out, without getting dragged. So, they're probably mad because everybody else is fighting for their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
Marissa did receive a lot of sympathy, but then she ruined it being a bop and a bird on the reunion. So now she's under the firing squad because she wanted to be a bird. So I don't know. I don't know why everybody want to be a bird so bad.
It's like him living in his parents' basement don't look so bad now with looking at the rest of the cast of the crew.
I'm saying, like, I don't know how much more y'all want the man to be. He sat there, took you to his mama's basement. He didn't even try to rent a space like somebody did last time or whatever and have the plasticware all up in it. He didn't even try to do any of that. He like, this is me.
I wish Alex had done that.
And if the best y'all got on that man is that, Hannah, you look like a grenade, which you kind of did. If that's the best thing, he still treated you with the utmost respect. So I'm like, you and all of your grenades in the backs of it all, he still treated you with respect. More respect than you treated him.
So Hannah basically wanted him to disrespect her on camera. I mean, that's what we're fighting about.
Right, so she could be a victim, and then she was mad that she wasn't. This is all it is. She was prepared to be a victim. She wasn't. Then she ended up getting a man that wasn't going to openly disrespect her, and then now she's mad. Okay.
And talking about him in the DMs, and it's like, girl, y'all are not together, so he can't DM as many women as he would like.
Right.
As he should at this point. It sounds like psychosis.
But it sounded like you're a little stalker at this point. Like, why are you keeping up? You should be telling them girls, we not together, so I do not care. Why are you still mad about it? You know what I'm saying?
Nick didn't want her to spin the block.
Yeah, that's why you're mad. You thought she was going to be like Marissa over there like, well, I'm still jumping on it every so often and stuff like that. And you thought you could too. But, baby, you was the one who was telling the world that the D wasn't good, though initiating it. Or whatnot. He can't do this. He can't do that. Why you want to spin the block? Why do you want to spin the block anyway?
He not willing to do this. He don't want to do that.
Yeah, he don't know how to boil water. So why you want to spin the block?
Nick gave her the Heisman stiff arm. Stay away from me.
She should have broke up with him for that alone. If that was enough. That's all she had to say.
I mean, he wasn't eating the box. He wasn't doing nothing, but you steady running back, girl. So who looked like the fool?
Right.
Like, it just made no sense. And then he even sat on his platform and tried to tell the audience, stop sending her hate stuff. And she told, no, you shut up. Let them send the hate mail to me. Like, what?
Jay, and then as soon as he was nice, there she goes. She's like, got him one. He was being nice. And then instead of just rolling with that, no. Now, why did he decide to be nice?
Yeah, you liking that? Wait, you liking the hate? He's saying stop sending death threats to you. It ain't got nothing to do with him liking the fact that people saying that you were a B and all this stuff like that. He's asking these people stop sending you death threats, and you like, well, why is it that you, girl? You just can't be nice for nothing. You just can't be nice to just be nice. It's just really sad.
It's sad that she cannot accept someone being nice to her. Oh. That says a lot.
Yeah, that's honestly what it is. And that's why I'm just like, prayers for Hannah, y'all. She's touched.
By a grenade.
So broken. By a grenade.
She's touched, y'all.
She a grenade in the hand. Child, poor little thing.
Half these people are very, very touched.
Yeah, they are. But I was just like, Hannah, girl, pipe down, baby, because you're not making your stuff better. The only way you could have made yourself be better and out of everything, and we'd have known that you actually feel some type of way about it, which we know you don't, is if you would have got up here and said, you know what, I treated him like crap. I didn't really have to. I was going through my own insecurities. And you know what, if she did that, we might have actually believed the whole grenade situation. We might have actually really, because 10 tones down would have been like, you know what, he probably did. And it probably did play into your insecurities or whatever, stuff like that. But it's like, you can even sit there and be cool for a minute. This man got you, this man with the ungood deed, not eating the box, can't balance a check box and nothing like this, got you still in your feelings, ma'am. Nick was doing something, baby. You ain't gonna try to play me and try to act like it, because ain't no way. All of them wrongs I just listed, them 3 wrongs right there. And it was more that she had a whole list. She had a list of like 7 things in Cabo that he couldn't get right. The list grew as they got out of Cabo. And you telling me this man with this long list still got you in your feels?
Well, maybe she added to the list and she wanted to let him know what else she forgot in the breakup.
Tim too, huh? She's like, damn it, Tim, you did a good breakup. I should have broke up like you. We had a polite sit down. This lady is crazy. I'm like, Hannah, baby, don't work on the outside no more. Don't work on the outside no more. Work on that inside. That inside need a whole lot of work. Okay. You need a whole bunch of hugs, a whole bunch of prayers. You need real people that's not enabling you. I know you love your little friend group or whatever of yes women's and all that, but you need some real friends that's not going to enable this bad behavior and really stand up to you and tell you when you being wrong, because you need a whole lot of correction, mama. Go ahead, Elsa. You about to say something?
Who, she gonna be like, Sheree, who gonna check me, boo? That's the attitude she came with.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I'm a wind up, and when I sit down, Marissa, you take this grenade and you pop off for me. And it's like Marissa just pop at Nick, and it's like, Marissa, you did not hear yourself. You said that Hannah has been a mean bee to you too. Now, how is Nick supposed to accept that and just be chill with it? Why are you attacking this man when you clearly have been attacked by Hannah yourself and you're sticking up for her? Sometimes girl code means you got to tell your girl when she got a bad attitude, got a nasty attitude. Hand her a Snickers.
Please calm down. You're not yourself. Or you are yourself, and I need you to be somebody else, because heifer. Like that was wild to me when she said that. I was like, you confessing everything right now. You confessing that you're still sleeping with the man that nobody was supposed to know you sleeping with. You confessing that she's been mean to you, but you telling this man just roll over and continue to take it. Meanwhile, Hannah is going against what you're saying, roll over and take it, saying, I don't know why he was just taking it from me. That was confusing to me. I wouldn't have took it from me. I don't know why he just stood by it. So he had to be trying to be a star. Like, maybe he just didn't want to pop off in your behind. That's probably what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, because had he been the Tim, 6 foot 255 or whatever, that Tim was saying, he might have popped off up in your behind and you wouldn't have liked it.
And why was Tim dragging it with that height? I was like, baby, you 6 feet by that bald head. Come on now, let's stop.
But anywho, we about to get into Marissa since we segueing over to her and her. I only got tears for Ramses, but I got all the smoke for Nick. If that ain't some good, what my girl Tamar and them was telling them, he must have dick of gold. I'm like, if that thing must be like, ching. That on Pulp Fiction when they open the case and all you see is the glow. Every time Ramsey's pants open up, it must be a glow, because baby, you is confusion to start. What? You ran back to this man after 6 months of just effing him to try to have a relationship again, to get on the stage just to tell us that you were still effing him.
She showed us to Marissa that was too much. Because she was too much, I have to say, and I was not dating her on the show. In edit, she was a little too much for me. But she showed in this reunion the too much Marissa. She was going hard after Nick. And I'm like, but you said you liked Nick. This is wild. You are going hard on Nick while he's sitting there just taking it. But yeah, she didn't have much for Ramses, except, as you said, Mama was clearly saying, you broke her and I had to put her back together. And here you are, Marissa, saying that you went back to the person who keeps breaking you, who keeps saying he doesn't want to be with you. At what point do you say this man is not for me? At what point do you let it go?
The mama wanted to chop her in the throat at that point.
Katie had the whole mama. Mama was like, you what? After all this crazy glue I used to put you back together, you did what? Mom probably wanted to strangle her with the 2 locks that Ramses got rid of. I mean, dag. It was wild. And this is in berating Nick. She lets Mama know the truth. Because Mama looked shocked. Mama looked shook. Mama didn't know what was happening.
See way.
Yeah.
See way they gave up on Marissa.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I really have. I don't like to call a woman that. I always like to encourage my fellow, ladies. But Marissa is also unfortunately in the bird pájaro community. Okay, she is definitely in the bird community, and I hope she frees herself soon, because that type of behavior, I really never wanted to say out of my mouth. I see why Ramses did not want to be bothered, but unfortunately, I fear that I do see why. Because Ramses looks so embarrassed. I know I could never have married this girl. Telling my tea down to the reunion. Where's the discretion?
This was supposed to be between me and you. See, that's why we ain't married now.
Exactly. You ain't got no effing discretion.
Telling all my business. Oh, now I got to go explain to the new chick I was talking to.
Exactly what I was doing down there with you. Ramses looked like he was ready to hide under the reunion couch. I'm like, this god dog bird. I shouldn't even been fooling with her. And I agree, Ramses. She acting like a bird.
But see, that's Ramses' fault. When crazy, you should have left crazy alone.
Because I still stand on what I said, because he knew if she was doing what she did down to that reunion, he been knew. And he knew why he was still using her body for whatever services he required. So Ramses still ain't getting off scot-free with me. Because I've been said he knew he didn't want to be bothered.
Well, wait a minute. Since she going back to him, isn't she also using his body after the fact?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, she's using his body, but she's using it to try to get him.
To get him back.
She don't just want his body, Sid. That's not even what she wants.
Well,
that's all she getting.
That's all he's provide. That's all he's gonna provide her. That's not all he wants.
Yeah, that's not all she wanted. That's for a fact, because she that's
like the people who become baby mamas
trying to get it back.
Rings. Yeah, y'all know the people who become baby mamas who want rings. It's like that.
However, the one thing is for sure, if I tapped into a well and it's going to keep pouring me wine, I'm going to keep going back to that well. So I'm not going to sit here and look at Ramses, though I say you should have closed the door because you already knew she crazy. She look cray-cray. And see, this is what you get. Now she's sitting here blasting you for your new one, letting them new one know that y'all was still effing around. You should have left it alone, because you said the energies were not aligned, meaning that she can't keep her mouth closed enough for you. Okay. She can't keep the secrets for you. So you should have left it alone, sir. And you had to learn the hard way. So you got what you get. That's what you get. You leave it alone. You should have stood on business like Tim claimed he stand on business. But unfortunately for Tim, he really wasn't standing on business. It's just that Alex was standing on business too. Like, bye, Negro.
But keep in mind that Marissa is who Hannah went to tell that she and Nick been rocking the boots while they were in Mexico.
Exactly.
So I can totally believe Marissa was, spreading that news like mustard.
Yeah. So it's like you already knew what type of chick you had. You already knew that she's not going to hold water on much of anything and stuff when it comes to y'all personal business. So, sir, if you didn't want everybody to know, including her mama, that y'all was still doing it, you should have stopped doing it. You should have cut the well off.
Ramses looked like he was ready to jump over the back of that couch and run backstage because the mama was coming.
I was trying to figure out why he's so daggone teary-eyed. What you teary-eyed for, sir? I'm like, why your eyes so watery?
He teary-eyed because he ain't sitting next to her to be holding her knee, real tight. The way Ashley holding Tyler to be like, hush, don't say nothing.
Hey, child, what is you all worked up? You can't even tell. Hey, come on, just be accountable. Well, were you being accountable? Because we ain't heard you say nothing accountable yet. You still on that? We had different energies, and I just didn't really feel like it. No, you were still hung up on your ex and whoever next. You wasn't feeling her. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Give that girl the closure that she needs so she can close her knees. Cause we tired. We tired of this foolishness. It's just a
Now
whole
you got Mark over here hollering. Jay, and y'all say I'm the bad one. What the hell?
You know, when you get a Leo started, child, we gonna go off.
Ain't nobody the bad one here. See, we all fire signs.
Right.
The fire gonna come out at different levels.
And we all gonna be ablaze.
Hey,
we all gonna match. We all
done
gonna
ran my husband out of the room before.
Energy.
We done ran my husband out of the room before you even got here, Seaway. So
when?
Today?
When it started.
Oh, he know I'm coming.
No, we didn't even know you were coming. He was gone. He's like, I've had enough.
Yeah. We wouldn't even say nothing. We wouldn't even say nothing.
It was when I got in about a little bit by Hannah. He was like, oh no, I'm gone.
Oh yeah. But nah, I was just like, you two is just frustrating me, okay? To sit there and you whining the whole time, Marissa, and this one is coming back with these tears. I'm like, the tears on breaking up was more believable. I just didn't understand none of his tears at this reunion. I'm like, and then he sat through the whole reunion with these tears. I'm like, dude, if you don't go in the back and wash your daggone face, I know y'all done took a break at some point. Go wash your face and get out.
I thought I was the only one who said people can't cry. Now you on team people can't cry now?
No, they can't hold these tears like this. You can cry, but you need to suck it up and buttercup and move on. Like, come on now. He sat through that Seaway through the whole reunion with them puffy eyes.
He clearly was going through something. I don't know what it was about. I did see him go. It didn't look fake. I will tell you, it didn't look fake, and that's probably why it didn't piss me off like how I normally do. But I was trying to figure out what it was exactly about.
He looked shook.
Yeah, he looked overwhelmed by the whole thing. And honestly, again, that's probably why he done with Marissa, because she was overstimulating him. Hell, I was overstimulated. I was like, girl, shut the hell up.
Now keep in mind they had Mama Shadow with that scissors, so maybe he was like, dang. I need to keep my legs crossed like Tim.
That's why he cried. He cut a little something in the back. She already snipped a little something out.
He got cross his legs like Tim. No, gotta keep my jewels together. Y'all done gave her a scissors.
Oh my days. Anywho, I'm gonna move on from them. And I was just like, we all called it, everybody seen it. Hannah did not once pipe up in defense of her girl in that moment, but you had so much piping up for Hannah. I'm like, okay, are you on retainer? Are you on retainer, ma'am? Is she paying you? I hope she paying you. Please let her be paying you.
She got to pass the bar first, right?
She do, but damn it, she ain't gonna pass it with these freebies. These quid pro quos on Hannah, because damn it, she didn't do a damn good job at that either. That case was not built for me. I'm sorry. I could have probably defend Hannah better than that, but that was just terrible. Anywho,
why we need to defend Hannah? Hannah been fighting her own battle all season.
But I'm just saying, if she was gonna do it, she should have went all in and did it all the way. Like that half-ass defense. I'm like, this is the worst. Please don't. But you can be Diddy's lawyer. Go ahead, help him. Help him out. Help him out. But Mr. I'm gonna throw people under the bus, because I guess he's just so honest that he don't delete text, but he deleted that one. How y'all call him? Olawan Stephen and Monica. Oh, it was another one. And listen, I'm gonna say this right now, because this would piss me off, and it was making me feel like I'm a low-key take up for Stephen, because women, we got to work on this. I'm gonna just say this now. Y'all might hate me for it. We got to work on this. When a man is trying to tell you his truth, it may not be the truth you believe in, but when he's trying to tell you his truth, let him speak. Let him speak, because most of the time they're gonna hang themselves anyway if there's something to be hung on. So just let them speak. Monica, shut the hell up. For people that want to keep saying Nick wanted their moment and they're trying to be a star, ma'am, shut up. Because I was like, damn, how many times he got to say, see, nobody cares about my story. Nobody gives a damn about what I got to say and all this stuff like that. Stephen, just say what you got to say. And the host, please tell Monica to shut up. Because now I feel like I'm defending this man when I shouldn't be defending this man because he didn't get to say what he needed to say. I'm still trying to figure out of all the undeleted texts he got, why he chose to delete this one. Can we talk about that? How kinky were these texts? Are they Epstein kinky? Are they Diddy kinky? They Little Kim kinky? Well, how kinky is these texts, baby? Because he deleted them quickly.
What was in those texts, Stephen?
I don't know. I deleted them, but I remember the conversation a little bit because it started off of lifestyle change that she made, and then next thing you know it, she was saying that she like to put her head up in some cooking grease. Wow, like what? So you deleted the text, not from memory though. God damn it, see, that's what I'm saying. Let him talk because he was gonna tell us the truth.
Monica been shutting him up since Mexico. She been shutting him up. It's like, make some space for someone else to talk. She been shutting him up. But Stephen, I'm sorry. Stephen told you he was a cheater going into DMs since the pods. He told you. He didn't lie. He said, this is what I did. I've cheated before. And you decided to accept him with his cheating self. And you have buyer's remorse? He never lied. He didn't say he doesn't do it anymore. He just said he regrets it. He never said he wasn't going to do it. And he is one of those, he said he doesn't have a password on his phone. So now we understand how Monica got in his phone. Open it up and everything's there.
Again, another person going through people's stuff.
Right, another person. Well, she's like, hey, we were expecting a text from Taylor and Garrett. But Stephen told you, it's like people tell you who they are, believe them. But again, you say, hey, I'm going to take a chance on this man. I'm going to take a chance on this man learning about his heritage. She should have left Stephen right where he was. And then you got to keep on telling flowers, 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 just like, daggone, shame, shame. It's like, ooh, it was just, for me, it was too much work. For me, what Monica was doing with Stephen was just too much energy work for me. Too much. So I'm like, ooh, Stephen told you he cheated before. Look both ways before you cross the road because he might do it again. He didn't lie. Now, was he wrong? Yes, he was absolutely wrong. But he was thinking about it since Mexico. He said, when this comes out, the DMs are going to be on fire. So much he missed the fireworks. So again, Monica, Stephen untold you. And if you had let him speak, he would keep on telling you all his mess. He'd have just kept on talking and you'd been like, yeah, this ain't for me. But again, did you want to continue on the show and make it to Mexico? Is that what the, goal was? It seems like the ladies are coming after the guys when they also did the same thing. I think Monica stuck with Stephen to make it to the next round. I didn't hear who else Monica was dating. So again, she been trying to shut him up. And the thing is, I would like Stephen to speak. I would like to hear what he has to say. I would like to give him enough rope for him to skip with so I can hear all the lies on the table. But Monica just won't let him just be.
So you don't understand they love connection, child. We didn't either. We thought it might have been something there, but she wasn't into no kinks. She wasn't into listening to him speak. And I'm not gonna hold you. He's a bit much when he do speak. You know what I'm saying? It could get to where some of his conversations could be embarrassing or whatever. But I was just like, what do you want from him? I don't know what you want. The man was him all the way through and through, and told you that he was gonna cheat on you too. I'm confusion because when he said he was going emotionally cheated or whatever, and he got caught and he leaves his things all open and this, that, and the third, and you gonna sit here on this platform and say, I never thought he would emotionally cheat on me. Ashley, listen, Ashley, ding, 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 some should be ringing. But anywho, why would you think he wouldn't do that? Just because he went to therapy? You should have asked him why he emotionally cheated instead of just saying, oh, I hear you out. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before. I've been with cheaters before. It is all right. You should have asked him what he wasn't getting, why he was feeling like he needed to emotionally cheat. Because it sounds like you probably was doing the same thing what on the last person was doing. Shutting him out, not letting him speak, not letting him be who he is, you know. And then on top of it, girl, the man keep trying to enter the back door every single way. You telling him no, so let him go. Let him go be with the backyard he want to be with, because child, clearly he wants that. Okay, that's his thing.
She said that is for her husband.
I don't even think it would have been for him either, but okay. Okay, she wants us to believe that. He was soon to be her husband, I thought, at least, you know. And he couldn't wait no more days. Him and that doctor pictured of him up in the damn sleep. Why that man got Jared tape all over his face? Why he got Jared mouth tape all over his face? Talking about he had a sneeze.
I want the date stamp on that picture.
I want a zoomed out picture of that picture because that thing was extra closed in. I was like, is he even in the bed? Who else he at? This man. I'm like, but he said he got clear for a CPAC. So I guess, you know, once he gets it, we'll know for sure that he really went to a sleep test or what not, I guess. I don't know. See why you there? You got thoughts, girl?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I do think she should have asked him more questions about, you know, what kind of led him to cheat before. I think she kind of moved past that really quick, it looked like. And when Vanessa actually asked one good question about, you know, do you think you overlook things? She again breezed past it again, so it doesn't seem like she learned. I do feel like she should have just let Steven talk because he would have hung himself because he really wasn't talking about nothing, no way. He's just doing this fake, how some men do. I went to therapy, so I'm healed bullcrap, you know, grand rising bullcrap. I mean, he's the same person. This therapy ain't helped him. I don't feel like he's changed at all. But you do need to let him talk. What I don't like is that these women on the show be reconciling with these men 6 months ago, and then they hop on the reunion with this fake energy. Now that I don't like. If you've been cool with Steven for the last 6 months, don't act fake outrage now. Like, let's just keep that same energy. Now, if you still beefing at that wedding, then still be beefing at that wedding. Like, Alex and Tim are still very much so beefing. Okay, so that's fine. But if you're not beefing still, you can still discuss what happened, but you don't need to act up. You know what I mean? So that's
Right.
my thing.
That's facts, because it was like she was carrying on like they never had that 2-hour conversation that she said they had right in the middle of the show, like right after he had left. They supposedly had a 2-hour conversation. She's been on other platforms saying that they spoke and they've been cool or whatnot. It is weird to get up here and have this energy like you never spoke to the person. Tim and Alex's energy is understandable. They never spoke. They never really got to get off what they needed to get off or whatever and stuff. Their energy is understandable. But for all the rest of y'all who have still been effing around, talk to each other, try to run back to the other and all this stuff, what's this energy about? And don't tell me it's because the people on social media is getting at you that you're going to try to get at this person. Like, Monica, you don't have to do anything for Steven. We all gonna get on Steven, child. Steven has so many flaws. You don't have to help. You do not have to help that man at all. Steven is gonna be all right. We got him. Don't worry about it. But why are you throwing yourself in the mix? Now you got yourself looking bad, and now they're gonna be coming for you. And now we here defending Steven. What the hell?
She the reason we have Steven. She didn't have to accept his proposal. She didn't have to go forward with him knowing he was cheating. I mean, come on. She the only reason we know Steven.
Oh, look at my little Harley saying. You know I'm gonna love that. I love it. See, make sure you take plenty pics, Mama.
I will. I know you guys can't see me. It's dark.
I can see a little bit. I see enough of it. I make sure you take plenty pics. You know that's my girl.
I will.
But yeah. I don't know. And Kenneth say, was it did they go on a date or dinner? Because they was going confusion back and forth on that one. It's like, girl, you went on a dinner date. It was not a date. Well, did y'all pay Dutch? Did y'all go Dutch?
Did he Venmo you the money?
Did you pay for his dinner?
I think she just wanted she wanted to have that victim moment. But at the end of the day, I don't think she really slotted into that position because Steven was, to me, a consistent fool this whole time. And he got out of the pods and it was a bit surprising, but it was kind of like he admitted it real quick. You cut him out real quick. So to me, like, let's just move on. Like, did he waste your time? For sure. But we're not going to act like this was like a blind side. Like what the father of three did, complete blind side, right? I don't think this counts as a blind side. Even you can maybe say what Ramses did, maybe Marissa, because she's special, didn't know. But Steven, no.
Facts. Yeah, this should have been an easy move on. I didn't understand how we got so in that position of I can't let him speak his truth when he's been speaking it all the time. So just let him go ahead and finish. Whatever he want to tell you, just go ahead. See if he and the funny thing, y'all had a whole long conversation. So this should be, let me just sit here and let me see if he gonna say the same thing he told me then. Because now the time passed. Let me see if the story's still the same. I've been waiting. I would have been sitting. That's what I would have been actually waiting to do. Sitting there to catch him out real quick. Like, yeah. Well, that's funny because that when we had that 2-hour conversation, you said, if I'm mad about anything, that'd be what I'm mad about.
Let me pull out my Hannah list.
Well, on this date, you said, yeah, okay. No, I recorded it. That you remember when we went to dinner, not a date? I recorded it. Let's play the tape back. That's what I've been waiting for. Go ahead and speak, baby. Say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. Child, I'd have been so unbothered like Alex. Let me just sit here and not even care. Go ahead. Say what you got to say because I'm removed. I am removed from it. Y'all act, I feel like all y'all act like y'all still pegging because y'all got a lot of energy. There was a lot of energy on the stage for people that is supposed to be far away from each other, not talking to each other. We're done, moved on, and whatever. It was a lot of energy. It was less energy between the couples that are married, Brittany and Leo, or whatnot. And I expect Alex and Tim's energy because they was giving me sexual energy. Like, y'all need to hit it one more time, but not do. Please don't. But they was giving me that I want to hit it one more time energy.
No, Tim gonna try to unalive her. Please don't. He look like he would pretend to get that moment just to take her out. No.
Nah, I ain't gonna give Tim that. He gonna try and put it out so that she won't be able to walk away in a good way.
Yeah.
He will
That's
what he
gonna do. That's what he need to do while he doing all that.
His
like,
best performance.
Who you calling a B? Who you calling a B?
Now that can a B do this?
That's exactly what they need to do to squash that because they got too much going on.
Them too, because baby,
this what that B do.
Right. Because let's talk about this red dress and these red socks. I was like, not you coming here matching the girl that you don't ever want to see again. I see you though. I'm like, it was nothing in that outfit that needed red. Why do you have these red socks on? Did you come with every pair of socks in the back so you could see what dress she had on so you could wear the socks to match? Sir, I'm like, you don't even have the handkerchief to match. What in the red? What is happening? Elle said, that's your boy to explain them red socks to me.
He definitely did that, Jay. You ain't lied.
He came there for the heat. He came to bring some heat. He thought he was doing something. He thought he had the red, but then you know what? He got soured when he saw it matched her dress. That was the first thing. He's like, no, she didn't. That's what I think when he walked out, or when I guess they took pictures and he saw it. These damn socks, and he can't take the socks off because his ankles is ashy. So he got to wear the socks.
See, this
So
why
again, again, he is stuck with them socks, and especially if you're gonna cross them legs as high as he does, he can't take them socks off. So now he's like, now he got to bring some kind of energy. Yeah, I wore red, and what?
Child, the
Elton said as high as he does. Y'all are both very unserious today. I just want to let y'all know.
Oh, I can't be serious about this foolishness no more, child.
Oh my gosh.
Was him and Leo. Leo crossed the legs real high too.
Baby, but at least Leo has some leg room in his cross, because them tights that Tim had on, I was like, why do I see your calf muscles and the veins in them? Like, baby, them pants is tight. Them pants is too tight for you to have this leg cross like this. I was like, uncross yourself. Untight, like, you so tense. He came out. If y'all watch him when he first come out, like when hold on, two people came out very precarious. Okay, first Ramses came out with the tears. I'm sorry. If y'all watch Ramses come out, his eyes look puffy like he was crying in the back already. And then Tim came out and he looked mad when he came out. I'm like, why are you mad? This thing ain't even started yet. They just introducing y'all. Why
he
you
saw
so
the socks match the dress.
He like, damn it, this one.
I thought she said she don't like to wear red. Out of all the clothes I saw piled on the floor in that house, I didn't see a single red dress. Where did this come from?
Oh, y'all, she did an interview about that. Apparently, Netflix did her bogus, and she ordered a whole cleaning crew. Everything else was spotless, she said, but she told them to clean around the clothes. And she said Netflix ate her up and was like zooming in on all her clothes or whatever. So I just wanted to let y'all know that's what she said.
I mean, if they cleaned around the clothes, I don't know, because them clothes were just everywhere, baby. I don't know what they clean. They cleaned some dishes that she didn't do.
She said her office was spotless, her kitchen was spotless, her living room, but she had clothes everywhere. But I'm like, girl, maybe that's true. I mean, women, we do have clothes everywhere. I got my clothes be lots of places, but
in the bedroom.
In the bedroom. That's where you kind of like, you throw it in a closet. Like, if you can't get your stuff together, you put all your clothes in the closet.
And I'm not gonna tell the cleaning people to clean around the clothes that's everywhere. Put the clothes in one spot and then tell them to clean everything else up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, Alice. That one ain't gonna that. Okay, mama, you got a little line problem because that ain't gonna work. What did they clean? The office? That's it? You paid the people to clean the office, then y'all should have met in the office.
Well, look, even Sean said she need to quit. Sean said she need to quit.
We never saw Ramsey's place. We never saw Marissa's place. There are quite a few people who we never saw their place. We could have just skipped her.
Oh, a few were homeless, so we have to keep that in mind.
Unhoused.
They were housed thanks to the show.
Yeah, they had a house.
But they don't have a place to show for the show.
Can we stop about this? I need to ask this. I think I'm a liberal, so let me just start by saying that. But this liberal stuff is killing me. What is the difference between homeless and unhoused? I really need people to stop. I was working at this nonprofit. She says from now on, they are referred to as unhoused individuals. What the F is the difference?
What is the reason?
What is the reason? It's
because
semantics for semantics' sake.
Yeah, homeless has a negative connotation.
And unhoused will too. You keep using it.
Exactly, it will. But, they wish to be called unhoused. Hey, I only said that because I heard it too. I heard it this month and I was like, you got to be kidding me. And so I'm just going to use it to just annoy people. That's it.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying. I just wanted to comment about that because I remember this lady said, no, they are unhoused individuals. I'm like, lady, if you don't go to hell.
Katie has answered it for you. Homeless people can rebrand too. They like to identify as unhoused. They now identify In this world of identifying yourself, you can identify as unhomed, in between homes,
Out on
in
the
between
prairie,
living spaces,
out under the sky.
camping it out.
Permanently.
I'm a permanent camper.
But yeah, I just had to stick that in there. But yeah, we didn't see other people's places. And yes, Netflix did her wrong, but weren't the ladies talking about being authentic? Wasn't that the whole thing? You got to be true and authentic. Well, she was authentically crappy around her place. I'm sorry. She
Well,
could have
she was,
called her brothers and tell them throw everything in the closet.
according to Tim, she wasn't just crappy around her place. She wasn't doing the dishes either at their place, so, or the place that she was living at that was clean. So, I mean, baby girl, I get it. Listen,
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm definitely on Tim's side. I went to do groceries, I cooked for your family, I plated the food, and I gotta clean up too. Oh nah, bro. Nah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because
he sound like one of them bitter women who done had enough.
nah, that
Sound
ain't a
like a
bitter
married
woman.
woman.
That's not a bitter woman, babe. That's us living together. Like, I'm doing all of this stuff. You could at least be doing the dishes while I'm cooking and cleaning and doing all this.
He
Like,
sound like a Mary J. Blige song.
cut the crap. See,
11 years.
cut the crap. See, way. That is.
11 hours of sacrifice.
Sorry,
Like
I'm
Timmy
sorry.
said,
I don't care if we married, we just roommates, whatever. We live together. Like, you should be doing something and part of this house too. You live in the house, you should be doing something too. Now, if your something is to hire a housekeeper to do everything, great. That's your something. But I'm not gonna sit here. I listen personally. I like to wash my own dishes because I like my dishes a certain way. But if I'm doing the cooking and I'm doing the dishes and stuff, my baby definitely about to be doing something around the rest of the house. He gonna make up the bed, clean the bathroom, do some other things are gonna be done. So unless Tim can prove that she wasn't doing some other things around there,
she's a low effort queen, Jay. She's a low effort queen. She gonna put in that low effort, as Sean say.
Oh, but she gonna put in a lot of effort, trying to blaze him at the reunion. That's where the effort comes in.
no, the effort comes in to going to all them jobs, baby. I can't.
Okay, look, Alex said these Negroes want to be low effort. I'm gonna be low effort right along with them. Okay, this what is it? Dismantle the patriarchy. Okay, Alex, I see you one low effort situation at a time.
One low effort situation at a time.
Yes, give them folks low effort. Yes.
No, I can't co-sign on that with her. She in that ballroom alone.
We don't remix the song now.
When a man is fed up. That's true.
There's nothing you can do about it, baby.
I'm sorry. I can't even talk about these two seriously anymore. I really don't even give a F. Tim can sing his song. Alex is low effort. I could care less.
Yeah, because the thing is, he was fed up since Mexico. We saw that. We all said his face was fed up in Mexico. We all said it. So he was definitely fed up.
So my problem was Mexico happened. And we know from Mexico happening, from all the breakdowns and all of this stuff of how they want us keep trying to put the narrative or whatever and stuff like that. The communication was trash. The communication stayed trash because yet we're out of Mexico and we still haven't revisited this situation to say how much of a problem it still is. And I'm sorry, I know people might hate me on this one right here, but Tim, it was a problem for you. So that was an issue for you to readdress. Like, yo, you know what? I'm really serious on this whole situation when it comes to being called out my name. I'm really serious about my boundaries or whatever and stuff like that. We need to sit down and really talk about this because it's still freaking bothering me. Because now we're a year later and you're still trying to tell us how bothered you are about this situation. And it's like, at this point, the person doesn't care. She doesn't care. You have this window. So you should have really had addressed that situation in one of those conversations on the plane ride home or whatever and stuff like that. Like when y'all finally calm down, you really should have addressed that situation, that was a real problem for you. And as somebody that is supposed to be my wife, somebody I love, I can't have that from that person. Instead of going to talk to her dad and read the letter, you did not have to read that letter. Let's be honest. You did not have to read that letter. You could have told to that man and said anything else. And I'm going to stand by that because I said it before. You should have told that dad, things ain't right. What I do about your daughter? Your daughter did some things. You big on family. You know this is where you're going to go. Have that conversation. Like, y'all really need to have that conversation. Like, there's something, I like your daughter, but there's some hiccups.
Yeah, because if my, well, I don't know what they said. I'm trying to see if my husband came and read that flowery letter talking about she's an angel, this and that. I'm pretty sure my family would have been like, "Do you know who you marrying? I just need us to be all on the same page." Like that letter was, I mean, everything you said, Jay. Like, communication goes on all ways. And sometimes if this is going to be your new family, you don't have to spill all the tea, but you don't want to paint the picture that you worship the ground she walks on, all to tell her that night that you have doubts, all to tell her the next day that you're moving on.
I have an unpopular opinion.
Never want to see her again. And never want to see her again.
I want to hear Elsie's unpopular opinion because I hope she goes a route that I want her to go.
Oh yeah, I'm going that route, Jay.
Oh.
Because I'm sorry, in the pods, Alex said, ain't no way she getting on that altar, or could she possibly say yes unless her dad was all in. And Alex also told us that she lied to her dad about this. So you set up the entire lie that day for your dad. So I'm sorry, if you think Tim went too far, or Tim wrote the letter for her dad, he wrote it since the pods. I'm going to read this letter. This is what she needs to get to the altar. I'm going to do it. You set up the lie to your dad. And don't blame me if I hit it out of the park. You should have never set up that lie. So this whole event, I blame Alex for, because you should not be encouraging this man or encouraging a lie to your dad. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Elsie, for acting like Adam in the garden. Thank you, Elsie, for acting like Adam in the garden. Because that's what Adam tried to pull on God. And guess what? He got kicked out too. Okay? Because I can set up a whole lie, but I can't make you lie. I can't make you do what you don't want to do at the end of the day, especially as a 6 foot, 255 man who won't be quiet when I tell him, shh, be quiet. I can't make you do what you don't want to do. You went and lied to my dad on your own accord. No matter what the setup, the alley-oop was or whatever and stuff, you dunked that basket. So therefore, that whole setup is not on Alex like that. She said, I'm not going down the aisle unless you talk to my dad and get his permission. You don't have to go down the aisle if you got doubts. You set it up like you wanted to go down the aisle. This is why you went and talked to my dad and got the permission that I said was required for us to go down the aisle. You didn't have to do that. You could have stuck with your doubts and not said none of it. It's like, you could actually went to that man and said, I want to ask for your permission, but I'm not sure yet. I might come back and revisit this. Can we meet again, sir? Can I come back in a few days, sir? But he didn't do that. He sat there and read that letter that he wrote her in the pods or whatnot, just for 2 days later to take the bracelet he gave about his sister back. If you had doubts, you should have never gave her the bracelet in the first place. If you thought she was going to have doubts, you shouldn't have gave her that sacred bracelet. That bracelet is sacred. You should have never gave her that in the first place. As a man, you cannot sit here and let a woman lead you to the water and you drink it just because she said drink it. You should go ahead and say, you know what? I don't trust the water. It's toxic.
I disagree. Because of the timeline. This is the only instance that Tim would have to speak to her dad before the altar. There's only one meeting with the parents.
And it's not
There's only one.
Instant. We can go all the way until we get to the daggone day of and talk to the parents. Why?
Yes.
Because that's where basically Garrett was at when he got to really talk to the daddy.
But I can certainly get your dad's permission, but I still have until the altar to make up my mind. I can still say no, even at the altar. You know, he gave her what she wanted. He said, she's like, I can't go to the altar without my dad's permission. Okay, I got your dad's permission. That still don't mean we're going to make it to the altar.
So you're encouraging a man to go ahead and lie to get what he wants. That's what you're saying.
She encouraged that man to lie to her father.
And you're saying it's okay that he can lie to a woman to get what he wants, because that's basically what he did. He lied to the father to get what he wants.
Father.
That's between her and her father.
That's her
not his
father.
mission. Yes.
She encouraged him to perpetuate this lie to her father. Don't get mad at him now.
He does not have to do it. That's the same thing. If I tell an accomplice to come with me to the thing, I encourage you to come to rob a bank with me, and you rob the bank with me. The courts is not going to sit here and say, well, you encouraged him, so only you go to jail and he get off free. No, you going to jail with me. Why? Because on your own fruition, you did it.
That's a false equivalent. But yes, he did it. He did it for what? For her. For Alex. This is what she needed and wanted.
That's what he gets. He should have did it for himself.
But this is what Alex gets too for encouraging this entire fallacy. She shouldn't have encouraged this in the first place. Do not lie to your parents about this.
Okay, her only thing is wrong is her lie to her dad. It's not encouraging him to sit there and say, I have to have permission from my dad first, but to go down the aisle. That's not a lie. Where's the lie in that part? The lie is he doesn't know about this whole process of how they're going to get married. But her saying that this is a requirement, no matter what the man is, you must get permission from my dad first.
Right, so he got the permission.
So what is the problem? The permission was on his doubts, okay? If he had the doubts, he shouldn't have seeked out the permission.
He got the permission, and later on he said he has doubts. He could have what I'm saying is that man could have doubts all the way until he walks down that aisle. I have no problem with someone getting a parent's permission and then still having cold feet. It happens to people who have years together, who they are runaway brides and runaway grooms. They are people that have all this time, and these people don't. So he and Alex could have been like, yeah, you got my dad's permission, and she could have still said no too at the altar. They all have the opportunity to say no until the officiant asks them.
Then he has no right to have an attitude on how she feels the next day with his parents.
Well, going on that, my thing is both of them have that issue. He feels he gives too much, and he feels she gave too little. My thing is, if Tim told you he had doubts, I applaud her for even showing up to the meeting of the parents. She's like, we'll go through this. We will do this for the cameras, and then I'm done. She could have said no to meeting the parents too. She could have been like, you have doubts. You just embarrassed me to my father. I'm not seeing you no more. But she went along with it. She met the parents. She went along with the story, whether it's for production or whatnot. But if he had told me that, I'll be like, you know what? We done. I can't have you carrying on like this and then I got to parade in front of your parents. The problem with Tim is he likes an equivalency as far as what he deems as effort in a relationship. It's a tit for tat. It's like ping pong. And if he don't feel like you playing at the same level as he is, he gonna have a problem and he gonna have fits. That is totally incorrect. He's giving in order to receive. And that is completely incorrect in any kind of relationship. But again, on that, you know, I could give you, he don't have to read the letter, but that was low effort. He wrote that letter since the pods. He ain't do nothing extra.
But
except read the letter.
You're being performative because you're expecting that you're going to get something back, but then you want to tell a person you have doubts. You should have stayed with the performance then. Because if you wanted her to give the full energy that you gave her parents, because here's the thing, she didn't tell you she had doubts before you went and seen her parents. So you did everything without her having doubts. You had her full certainty that you're going to go get this information. You're going to tell the dad and ask for the permission and stuff like that. Then before you meet her, before she meets your parents, you tell her you have doubts. Then you want her to give the same energy You see, it's gonna still be wrong on his end, no matter how you want to spin this
She
thing.
did give the same energy. She didn't even wash the dishes for her own parents. She gave the same energy. She
No,
didn't.
we don't even know if there was dishes to wash because he like, shoot, we probably ordering out this time. I ain't washing no damn dishes. But
I cooked and did all this for your parents. At least you could do is help me. I mean, I wash you dry, something. I'm not going to do it for you to give back to me, but I am going to watch your energy. I had this energy with your parents. I'm going to watch your energy.
thank you, Sean, because that's what I'm saying. Cooking with the tit for tat. He said you cooking with the tit for tat energy. Yeah, that's great for the petty relationships, but it don't
Right.
work for a marriage.
It does not work for any type of successful relationship. But again, Tim was looking for reciprocity. And I'm not sure I saw reciprocity from Alex from jump.
The reciprocity is because he's petty. I'm gonna give you petty back. She gave petty back.
But I don't see the fun positive.
Where was the fun positive out of him?
He wanted to go buy a hat. Oh, not that hat. And then he responded. Said, "Oh, don't do that." It was constantly like Tim was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." "Oh no, don't do that."
But
I don't
Tim
like
is
that.
a boundary crosser that wants his boundaries respected. The first argument started because he crossed the boundaries.
No, I'm saying before the argument. We were hanging out in Mexico. We went shopping. This is before the argument. Before. Can't get a hat. Can't get a shirt. Can't do this. It was a constant. Well, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So I don't want you. I'll throw my clothes wherever I want to throw. It was a constant for me. For them, it was who can gain control? Who can gain control? And I'm like, she said she had a short temper. I was waiting for it to explode. I was waiting for it.
Well, his exploded before hers.
Oh, heck yeah.
No,
oh, yeah. They powder kegged each other.
I'm only going against you right here because we go back and forth on this or whatever and stuff, because you already know I'm in the middle. I'm team neither one of these two. All right. Because they problems. They, like I say, from jump, their biggest problem is their communication. So it was not going to work for this relationship or any relationship until they resolve that issue. Because if we go back to the fight, the communication was a big old thing or whatnot. Neither one of them respects boundaries. One thing I know for sure as a previous petty person and still has it up in me is that being petty with somebody that's supposed to be your lifetime partner is never going to work. It's never going to succeed. So when you're trying to intentionally aggravate and get on a person's nerves by saying, I'm going to do this anyway, I'm going to do that. And we don't know. We just seen that little bitty clip. We don't know how long of a day that they was getting on each other's nerves back and forth. But as the man, as the lead, you have to stop at some time and say, dictate, this is not the type of relationship I actually want to have. You have to do that, because if you don't want her to lead it, which it seems like he didn't want her to do, you have to take that lead. So Tim has to stop with the pettiness. I'm not sorry. He has to stop with that pettiness.
Question: would she allow him to lead? Because she's giving me that big sister energy while he's giving the young brother energy. And that clash is where they're bumping heads. They are not siblings.
She will allow, I don't know if it would be Tim, but she will allow a man that brings some sort of security to lead. I don't think it would be Tim, because Tim doesn't bring that security for her.
I think that wrestling of leadership, of control, I don't know if she has it yet, because she was the older sister to two brothers. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's still a daddy's girl.
She is still a daddy's girl, but that daddy's girl was raised like
to two brothers. But I'm still a daddy's girl, and I will let a man lead. I will let a man lead long as I feel secure with his leadership. When the problem is when I don't feel secure with his leadership, when I have doubts in his leadership, then we're gonna have this conflict. But I'm gonna also check out. I'm not gonna stay in it. So there's that. But
well, she had doubts about his fashion sense, so ain't no way she was gonna let him lead.
But she connected with him because he reminded her a lot like her father. That's the truth about it. Now, there's some things with Tim that is not her father. She's probably not used to his level of type of pettiness. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes some people play and joke the way that we're not used to and we don't like it. And when you get a person that probably jokes too much, you don't know if when they're being serious or not. That it comes off unstable. Like, can you actually lead? Can you actually be serious? Can you actually like not tell a joke, not tell a lie? Can you not do these things so I can see the real you, the you that I want to trust to be a leader? I think if they had time in the real world and they were serious about each other, it's a possibility these two could have probably worked out. But in this sped up thing, like you said, or whatever and stuff, these conditions are different. It just was not going to work because Tim's personality is one that you got to really get to know. And because we didn't really get much of Alex, I'm assuming that she's probably the same way too. So it's definitely Tim needs a person this process is not going to be suited for him overall. That's a good question too, Sean. Where would he lead her to?
To the cleaning lady. At least start there. Lead her to the cleaning lady.
To a therapist.
To a goddamn broom. Sean Seaway said to a therapist.
That man is crazy.
They are both redeemable. They are both, people have encountered the Tims and Alexes of their dating world, and both of them are redeemable. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, these are difficulties. They are not each other's one, but they could certainly have a successful relationship with someone. It's a clear case of, I see now what I don't want.
Mm-hmm. And Miss Honey says that both need some patient people. They do both. I mean, when you lead with, I don't want to argue, or I don't like argue, not saying I don't want to, and I'm hot tempered, y'all need some patient people. Okay. Cause both of y'all are saying that. I'm gonna start with some stuff real quick in a heartbeat. I'm gonna push some buttons. I'm gonna cross some boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And these two are some habitual boundary crossers. That's what they both are. All right. Listen. Good petty friends they can be, but a relationship they cannot. If they join forces, the world is in trouble. I'm going to let y'all know now.
When I tell you, they would be the untouchables if they join forces, because they can both learn from each other and develop superpowers, but that would be bad. That would be exponentially bad for the dating population. So,
it's like what me and my friend.
Hey, Jay,
I'm glad he got a relationship. Huh? You hopping off?
Yeah, I gotta hop off, but I'll be listening.
Have fun tonight. Have fun. Yeah, it reminds me of my friend. I had my one pretty friend, and thank God he's in a relationship together. Because boy, when one of us was ready to jump off a cliff, the other will pull them off and then jump off for him. Child, we was terrible. It was terrible. So yes, they would be great petty friends, but baby, these two never, like they said, like he said, I don't ever want to see you again. It's probably the best advice. Y'all do not see each other again.
One of my besties is like a Tim. I mean, one of my besties, and you gotta, sometimes be like, now, and once you give them the, you wrong for that, they would chuckle and be like, yeah, I shouldn't do that. And they would mend their ways. I mean, he's married now and got kids and forever with his lady, but she just sees his petty and be like, yeah, whatever. Completely ignores it. Because she knows he's trying to rile her up.
And that's kind of what you need. You need a person that they just ignore your petty, but let you be petty, but ignore you. Be like, all right, you got one more time though. You got one more time.
or she does. She sends the kids in there to bother him. Oh, you want to be petty with me? Why? Let me up your petty. Go ask your daddy.
Because the worst thing to do is feed a petty person that you are bothered by their pettiness, and that's why Tim was getting off on Alex so much, because she was feeding that she was bothered, but then she'd turn around and be petty with him back, because when he don't want to be touched, she'd be like, "Come on, baby, let me just lay on you, baby, let me hold you a little bit." I said, "Oh, you two is a god daggone problems." That's why you made it on camera. That's why they kicked Brittany and Leo off for you two.
Right. Because my thing is, it's a short space of time. It is. But for me, with a short space of time, and, Alex and Tim and all of them, Mexico was only 3 days in person together. I just don't see myself getting that angry. And this is just me. It's not, I don't see myself getting that angry with someone I've known for 3 days in order to pop off and cuss them out or call them outside their name.
So both ways for me. Both ways, because of course, in this instance, Alex is totally wrong for the cussing out the name. But to get mad because I'm asking for my space, I wouldn't be doing that either. We're in the get to know you phase. Let me just watch you. Let me just observe. So if you ask for your space, I would have just backed up. Have at it. As long as you tell me it's not me.
You know what I thought of? Tim did not want to come back to that room like that 1 year and find Alex crying in the closet. I wonder if that is it too.
I don't know. It was given his insecurities because it was like he seen her have the conversation with Marissa, and then she walked off, and he just wouldn't let it go. Even when she kind of said it's not you, she said it wasn't him. He just wouldn't let it go. So it's given something from your past is triggering you while you just.
Yeah, it would trigger me a bit because you know how sometimes you think people just being polite and saying, it's not you, it's me, and you're like, I don't quite believe you. There's something else here. There is something else there, but it's just not about Tim. It was all about her feelings, being homesick, and all of that. So, it was something there, but he just misclassified it. That's all.
That's what I'm
saying.
Then
he ran with it.
You learn over some time that you just don't take things personal, especially in this stage. I'm learning you. I try not to take things personal until I get to know your behaviors and your ways, your character, your actions and stuff like that. I try not to take it so personal. I'd have gave her space. I'd have gave her space and let her come to me. And then from there, how she came to me would have dictated if it was me or not. Because if she came to me and she was just like, hey, okay, so I'm ready to talk about it. I was, we was having conversations and it made me feel homesick and I miss my dad and stuff. And then it's like, it's not you. But to sit there and kind of blow up and just keep going like, no, you need to tell me what it is. It's not really helpful to a situation.
Even though you may tell me you want space, I can't see someone crying in the bathroom and walk away.
You don't have to walk away, but just don't keep trying to press the issue though. Because if she's at this time, she sounds like she's not totally crying. She's trying to prevent herself from crying.
Well, the problem I could see Tim having in this instance is he thinks he's Superman and can fix things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just some things he doesn't know he cannot fix. You cannot fix your partner. And you can't put yourself in a position to try and be Mr. Fix-It.
Or sometimes you just can't fix things in the right now.
Right. And what he's saying is right now we in Mexico, let's not waste this. I mean, he's wrong, but
And then, we did the video the other day. And so she goes into it. And this was my big problem with Alex is she says, like we have the phone and I'm like, let's record our night date. Like, no, sis, let's address the fact that you just walked off and you was feeling some type of way. How did we jump? Like how we flip like this? That would spin somebody out of control. So it's like, I can kind of see how he gets out of control a little bit, but I would be irate too, because we haven't addressed the issue still. You still haven't came and sat down with me and talked about it. What was really going on? So that's why I say back with these two is big communication, because when she needs her space, just give her the space so she can feel comfortable enough to go ahead and tell you what is wrong. But then when he gives you your space, tell him what the freak is wrong. Don't sit here and just be like, okay, let's move on and let's do these other things. Because yes, now he's going to personalize it. He's going to think it's him.
Maybe she was having a panic attack because she ain't seen a clean room, in so long. I'm sorry. I had to go there. I'm being petty.
Came in here. What?
I mean, a maid came in and cleaned? Where's my stuff at? I threw it over here.
There's no clothes all over the place. I don't know how to do it.
I can't do this. I need to go home.
I need to throw some shit everywhere. Please, just let me throw things everywhere. I can think in the chaos. I can think Just let me throw it. Meanwhile, he over there cleaning shit up. I can't clean like this. These two. These two driving us crazy. I ain't about to let y'all emotions be our emotions shit. We done with these two. We done. We done
This is what
exhausted.
the carpet look like? Dang.
Y'all got floors? I ain't never seen those. Y'all don't walk on clothes. I walk on clothes. I'm scared to touch floors, baby. I'm scared to touch floors.
Speaking of that, I watched it over. Why did Tim take his shoes off at her place?
Oh my God! Don't trigger me. I'm about to be. Tim was real trusting, wasn't he? Wait, Tim at the reunion, and I took my shoes off in your dirty place too, and you couldn't even do the dishes. Okay. Oh Lord.
Girl, I would have rented an Airbnb for the weekend. We could film here.
Tim said he wasn't about to live in her mess, child. That's what he said. He said, I can't do it. You can live at that place if you want to. I'm staying at my house. I don't know. Maybe, well, somebody else brought their dog. Whatchamacallit, Tyler had his dog, so I can't say it's a dog situation. I don't know. Maybe, what size dog does Tim have? He had that little dog. He could have brought the dog.
Yes, he had a terrier.
Yeah, he had a little dog. He could have brought his dog. I don't know. I don't know what the issue.
Now, my issue with Tim with that is, doing portraits with a dog in human clothes. That it was a little twisted for me. And then the pictures in the closet.
Yeah. So that's where I would have checked out. I don't know how she made it through that. I'd have checked out at the pictures of the closet. I'd be like, okay, as much as I love my fur babies, I am not.
And the fur baby had his own recliner.
That's fine. I'll probably do that though.
Which is perfect because you ain't tearing up my leather couch.
I'm like, here, have your own, please. I need to get a little laptop for mine so they can stay off mine too. Shoot. As soon as it open the laptop, they ready to walk on it. Like, it is not for you.
But you see, there are other things other than behavior traits for Tim that I would have checked out. I didn't need to see his behavior. I just need to walk around that apartment and be like, nope, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. Because you know what? The dog is the king of this castle and you are his prince, Tim. This ain't for me.
Tim said, this is it. When she said no recliners. And he was like, girl, I can't even see your couch. How you go?
And ain't no side of the bed for him. It's her and clothes.
How you gonna judge my couches and you can't even see yours? Girls, quit playing with me. Oh Lord, Jesus. Don't let us fool y'all. We go back and forth just because we try to exhaust situations, but we ain't getting hostile behind these people, child.
Please, I ain't got time to be hostile. I don't follow anybody. I ain't see no Instagram, no post, no nothing. I just know what I saw on the screen and I could pick my poison.
Child, anywho, speaking of poison and those kids.
Never trust a big button smile. That girl is
poison. But what about those kids? Them kids over there and that family over there.
Yeah, those kids. Far over there. Keep them over there.
Whose kids is these? Whose little white baby is this? I should have got that. That one might be mine. But who little white baby is this? She said, that's my man, and I'm going to stand by him. No way, that's mine. Yes, ma'am. That's my man. My man. Okay, let me wipe my palms off before y'all ask me any questions, though. Let me make sure they real sweaty right now. I'm nervous.
Let me grip his knee. Let me break his kneecap with my wrist. Yeah,
don't speak. Because you say stupid stuff like you said on camera, like you don't know if their kids know you. Who told you to say that? I wrote a whole script for you, fool. God damn it. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up and look cute. Be the cute looking man I got, okay? I'm paying all the rent. You don't speak.
Just give me my coffee and sit there.
Give me the coffee I gave you the money to pay for. And it better be the way I want it. Double white, 2 flat.
And don't forget a packet and a half. I know how much a half a pack of sugar is. Don't mess with me.
I could taste it. And I want the raw sugar. I don't want that other stuff. I want hello. Child, these two. We gonna make our bed and we gonna lay in it because that's all I could really say to them too. It is. She knows everything. She know more than we know. I mean, she know more than I know for sure because I ain't investing into all this man's life. But I don't know if she know more than story time with Ricky know. I don't know. I don't know if she know more than what she know, but she definitely know more than what I know. So let me just mind my business and sip on the tea that I had to go get myself. Okay.
I had to go get mine too. Well, mine ain't tea.
Mine's is water, but
mine ain't water. I just can't drive after drinking this.
I'm just saying. She told us to mind our business and drink our water. So after I say a couple of more things for the next few days, I'll mind my business and drink the water, and I'm gonna pray for her. Okay.
But I ain't minding my business.
I really ain't, but I'm just saying I'm gonna mind my business like me and my cats do in the window like this. I'm gonna be in the YouTube window, the TikTok window, the IG window, but me and my cat's gonna be in the window.
Don't forget Maryland, state of Maryland court window. He got court coming up this month.
Hold me down for a second, LC. Tell the people about the court date he got real quick.
So, story time with Ricky. We learned that Tyler's got court this month. It's November. I think she said on the 15th, but it was on a live with Jessie Wu, either story time with Ricky or with Simone Redwine on her channel. Girl, Is That Legal? So you'll see all of Tyler's court, stuff, evictions and small claim stuff. He owes multiple people, multiple streams of money that has been documented by the courts in Maryland. So, hey, if I was Tyler, I would be holding on to Ashley real tight because, right now, Tyler is sponsored by Ashley. So it is like you don't get rid of your sponsorships, and you don't ever get rid of a sponsor that truly loves you and willing to keep you as their franchise player. So if I was Tyler, I would totally hold on to my Ashley and keep it pushing because, where's he going to go? He got 7 evictions. He can't get an apartment anywhere. And the last eviction was last year. So yeah, he got to stay.
Not the donor got a sponsor.
What? he got a sponsor. So, I mean, the thing is he got to stay. Where else is he going to go? He done burned the bridge at the mother of his children. He used to be there before. He done burnt that bridge. Then, where's he going to go? He done made his mama delete all the kids off of her Instagram. I don't know if grandma's going to be too receptive that you had me delete my grandbabies off my social media to appease what you got going on. So he can't go anywhere. He can't go anywhere. Back child support, evictions, and he owes other people. There is nowhere that he's going to go and get an apartment with his credit.
And apparently, unlike Nick, he can't go home to his mama. He can't go home to his mama because his mama apparently is not letting him back in that daggone house. He probably owe her some rent. Lord Jesus.
But even if he did go home to his mama, he won't be dateable because the women going to talk about him like they talk about Nick. So he got to stay. And he got to be, saying James Brown, please, every day.
And me and Sean talking to, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just like Monica had Steven go get her them blue slippers. See how Monica told Steven do that? That is exactly how Ashley telling Tyler, go get me my coffee, go get me my slippers. You need to do everything I say.
Capricorn Moon Goddess agrees with you, and me and Sean had a talk about it earlier, and that's basically what we chopped it up to, is that she has to like some type of form of control. Feeling like she's in control of the situation by why you would allow yourself to sit into all of this mess. My thing is, even if I fell in love with him and we agreed to, like, eventually, it would have been an eventually get married or whatever and stuff like that. My whole thing was, you have to fix this. This all has to be fixed before we make this step. I have to see you, and like I say, I'm big on family, so I'm definitely big on men being there with their kids. So I'm definitely going to be the one to encourage you to go ahead and make amends, however you can, to get these kids. If you have to get the custody, and I'm now a ready-made mom, or if we get partial custody, or you just financially support the kids, but whatever way it go, you need to be an active person in the kid's life, especially from coming from me personally. I'm on the opposite side because I've had my dad, but me, as in Ashley's shoes, coming from a person who didn't have that luxury of spending the time with her dad at a certain point, I would definitely be like, your kids don't need to miss out on that. But maybe because she didn't have that experience after 11 years old, according to her daddy, she like, F it, I guess. But to me, you had your dad for 11. I hope you had your dad for the 11 years prior to that. That would make you say you need to step up and be an actual dad, because you actually do know these kids. You've actually been around these kids. This is not a real donor situation. So we cannot keep carrying on like this is a donor situation. We got matching PJs. We got 6. Me, you, the dog, and all 3 of them babies. We got to build a relationship. Y'all know, y'all heard, the people that know me that's on this channel and the people that F with me, y'all know y'all heard me talk about how I had to even form a relationship. I'm the mother of my daughter's first child, but I still formed a relationship with the rest of the mothers of his children, because we're still all a unit, a family as we raise these kids. So I want them to feel comfortable with me as well, to have the kids around. So Ashley, you need to be building a relationship, or at least attempting to build one, and put it in Bree's hands if she want to do it or not with her. Because according to Bree, this was a best friend to him too. So it's like, I don't know. For me, it would have been a lot, because it's asking for a lot of trust, because I got to trust that y'all not still sleeping around. I got to trust that, y'all just now still have just a friendship, and whatever the case may be, for the sake of these kids. And I have to really I really got to know you put in the effort for these kids. Like, it'll be a lot. I don't know. I don't know how she went through with this or whatnot. And I know she went through she don't have the whole truth. Like, as much as she want to sit here and tell us that she had the whole truth, you couldn't have had the whole truth while you said I do at the time. You might have the whole truth now, but you didn't have it then.
My thing is, let's play it out, because he likes to mix the truth, sprinkle just a little bit of truth, just enough for you to know the flavor. But okay, some of those children that oldest child, even if all kids were sponsored by Tyler, okay, even if you have a gentleman that you have, donated, his DNA for an anonymous person to have out there, these children can get the file and find out who their birth parent is, and they can come find you. So that's still in there, and you don't even have the veil of anonymity. These kids know him, the kids, and the thing is that they are right there in the midst. So you also have family court. You have a financial responsibility that he signed up for these children. So I'm hoping Ashley already has her house purchased, or she can do it on her own. I'm hoping that she has protected herself in some way, or at least protect her future children in this marriage. Because even if you wanted to accept Tyler with all of his baggage, it's heavy bags to carry. It's heavy. And I'm not going to quantify Ashley's strength, but if you want to carry them bags, the one thing he could do is tell you exactly how much bags he coming with. And he didn't do that. He flat out lied. He flat out tried to cover it up. Hey, going to be people coming out saying all kinds of things about me. I want to make sure we straight. No, that was him trying to cover you with a lie and put on your rose-colored glasses. Sorry. And then later on, it's like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you that technically there are kids out there that share my DNA. You didn't say that till off camera. 2 weeks before the wedding, after we fully invested. I've been putting my foot in your back out of that airplane. I'm sorry, you wouldn't have been ready for me to put your... you had to be jumping out that plane, because my thing is, there are such deep material lies that he covered up just to get to that point. But she accepted it. And like I said in my recap, she accepted it. I would be the friend if I were, because I don't know Ashley, if I were in a position to be a friend to someone like Ashley, I'd be a friend from a distance. I won't say anything. You are happy. That's your man, your man, your man. But I will be a friend from afar. Because if he can mislead you about his own kids, then I know if I'm around y'all circle and I say or do anything that he don't like, he gonna probably put my name in something that you gonna believe. So I'm gonna be your friend from a distance. And if ever you need me in life, I'm gonna be there for you. And that'll be the nature of my relationship with an Ashley. But again, I'm like, these are some things that I don't like to mess with and play with, because we understand and we see, we're like, dang, what happened to that person? And you realize, oh, this is why certain things can't settle in their life, because they aren't claiming their kids or they aren't doing right. One of them Miss Seeley, until you do right by me moments. But hey, and let's not pretend there aren't Ashleys in this world. Let's not pretend that there aren't women that be like, yeah, you got outside kids, keep them far away from me. I am your wife, and we will only acknowledge the children that we bear. Let's not pretend there aren't women like Ashley. We're just disappointed because we were hoping, and we put a lot of hope on her, that she was going to be the upstanding, upright person that we wanted her to be. But she is who she is. And it seems like she is perfect for Tyler.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have a problem with her finding out the information. You stand with his lie, because sometimes we do this. We stay with that person's lie or whatever, because we want to trust that they're telling us the truth. My thing where I would have said, no, we ain't gonna do this. And when I brought this back to camera. We brought this back to camera. We done had this whole discussion, and I sit on camera and I look you dead in the face and I say, do those kids know what you look like? And you sit there right off your tongue without hesitation, another lie roll off your mouth. That would have told me you are incapable of telling me the truth. Because right then and there, you sat there and let that lie roll right off your tongue. And now she's stuck on this daggone platform looking stupid, because how you explain that? How you explain you? I don't know why he said that. We just talked about it. That was just weird to me. Like, he's a habitual liar. That told you he was a habitual liar. He can't help himself. The lies come effortlessly to him because he's been living in a lie for so long. Like you said, he's just going to keep spoon feeding you lie after lie after lie. And it's just going to keep unraveling. That's why you got these little spiders on your dress now. Okay? Because that's all the webs. Them two things is spinning webs so crazy right now. I'd have been like you. Right there when he sat there, if we had this whole conversation, you just flat out told me this, and for the camera, you still sat on the camera and said, I don't know if they don't know you. No, baby, we're having this conversation because I need you to be honest. I'm not rehabbing this conversation because I just want you to appease the cameras or whatever, stuff like that. F protecting this family right now. Protect me. Because I'm your new family. Me and you, if you want this team, me and you will work on how to protect that family going forward. But you know what it protected that family? Telling the truth. The truth would have protected that family, because we don't have to go into the whole details about it. You could have stuck with the whole thing is, I did some friends a favor. Things got more out of control. The kids do know me, though. They're my babies. We don't have to sit here and try to figure out who Bri is. She didn't have to come out and tell us. The ex-wife don't have to come out and tell us nothing and stuff like that. Had you sat there and not denied those kids on national TV, we probably wouldn't be getting all this extra information. We would probably be able to see y'all in family photos all together and stuff like that. But I would have just dismissed him right there. Like, you still gonna sit here and lie to me? So it's like at this point, my empathy to feel sorry for her is kind of out the window. It's out the window because you're making a conscious choice to stand by a liar. That's on you. I would prefer Steven over him. Because at least Steven gonna go do some mess and come back and be like, hey, here's the phone. I did it. Look, here it is.
Hey, but Steven may not have to go outside to
He don't.
be satisfied if
He
it
don't.
was
He
if
get the
I
keys
if I
to the
had a
key.
Steven.
That's what I'm saying. He get the key. Well, if I had a Steven, he won't have to go outside either and be satisfied. I won't have to worry about too much. But at least if he had to go outside and be satisfied, he gonna tell me. He gonna get caught. He gonna get caught and then be like, you know what, I did it. Let me just go ahead and pack my stuff because I know I'm on the couch tonight. Let me just go ahead. I'm gonna go to therapy tomorrow. I'm gonna go back tomorrow. But and this is why everybody used to look at me crazy when I would used to say I would prefer a cheater than a liar. Because this right here, because I don't know who you are. At least a cheater, I know who you are. Now cheating generally comes with the lies or whatever and stuff a lot of times, but I would rather just deal with a cheater than a bold-faced liar because excuse me, this man sat right in your face and told you another lie right after y'all came to camera to clear the air. He a bold-faced liar. Ain't nothing worse than that. A man that can sit here with a straight face, look you in the face, and just be like, I don't know if them kids know me.
On camera.
Baby, the best I can do is pray for you and hope that you did protect yourself in all kind of ways. Cause what?
Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that because if you
That's the
complicit,
best I can do. I didn't say I was. The best I can do. Okay.
you better than me. You better than me in these instances. You always been, but no, I will be my fire sign. No, you can burn with him, and I hope all the paper you're using to sponsor him get burnt too.
Now. Me and you into the dark arts. Coach is not here to explain, and maybe we'll talk about it some more on his channel tomorrow. But this is what we be trying to warn y'all on when you get to the telling the truth in the dark arts. Now, he's not telling the full truth, so he's not really elite level. But he knows enough of the dark arts that I can tell you enough of the truth. And I stand by you because he knows his prey. This is a man that knows the type of prey he's working with. So y'all got to be careful sometimes when these men get out here and telling you some of their truth. You still got to do some of your research on your own and not just fully just be trusting, oh, he came out and told me he confessed this and stuff like that. If something's sitting in your gut that's still not right, check it out. Because I know her whole gut is telling her something is still not right by the way she's sitting on there. She is not comfortable in any of this.
But you know what's wild about that dark arts? Tyler could have come out like a shining Buddha if he had done this in the pods. If Tyler had done this in the pods and said, listen, when he talk about kids, listen, technically, I have helped my friends who are having fertility issues by donating my DNA, but those are not my children. He could have done that bold-faced lie in the pods and come out like the bright light, enlightened Buddha. Because someone will be like, okay, you helped with fertility. Okay, I know I can't have children with you because you're fertile. He could have come out using that story and make himself look like the Good Samaritan. And it wouldn't have been such a wicked lash when everything else came out.
But the problem with Tyler and his dark art, he talked too much. Because you got to stop that story. You got to stop the story. I donated some kids. That's where you stop at right there. You don't say anything. You don't say anything else or whatever stuff like that. We got to stop the story. We gotta. I did somebody a favor and I helped them. You don't say I donated. I was a donor. I helped them fulfill the wish that they wanted to fulfill. Things did not go right, and I had to step up. I'm a savior. I am doing the world a service. out here putting my life on the line several times to ensure that somebody else has happiness in this world.
Because we all deserve to have a family.
And baby, I was being crucified because I tried to do a good thing when the wife left. I said, you know what? I'll step up.
Because even though they are not technically mine, I have given of myself. I will not leave them adrift.
Let the church say amen. Pass the collection plate around. Pass that around. Can we get a selection from the choir? Lord, I mean, well, she want a 101. She want a 101 dark artist. So there she goes. She, you know what? She might be the dark artist. She might be actually the real dark artist. She might be the queen pen pulling the string. You know that Common song?
Testify. You know I know it.
Choir, can we play Testify, please? Can we play Testify by Common, please? Because, baby.
With Taraji P. Henson as the queen pin in the video. Yeah, I know.
Yes, amen. Hello, hallelujah.
But yeah, she could be because, let us not pretend like there aren't women who do sponsor or finance a man's life. And it may be that, Tyler is at a wonderful, position for her that she's willing to pay the child support. She's willing to pay off all of his debts. Okay? So he can stay. And that is within her right. And if that is how she wishes to conduct her relationship, that is within her right. Couldn't be me, but it's within her right. And I would wish them well. And I just say, hey, keep going to the gym and keep lifting them weights, because I'm sorry. If this is how he is now, I would not be surprised if there are more surprises around the corner. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Tiger don't change his stripes overnight.
Well, let's not be surprised when she started writing that book, How to Survive a Scam Artist, How to Survive a Baby Donor Daddy, Uncle Daddy.
She'll come out with her own course, like
Bonnet of Salvation, baby. Let's go ahead and get it for the church. Let's get in here with the bonnets of salvation, baby. Hey, man. Hello. Let me sell this good old book right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help you women's be delivered. Yes, Lord. Yes. I'm gonna save you, all you women's that have been scammed by a man before. I got you, because you know why? I've been scammed by the scammest. The scammiest one of them all. And ain't nobody getting out scammed by me no more.
She gonna have it on deck, and then she gonna sell her wig line.
Amen.
But yeah, I just, it's like, please don't act like we have not seen the action. We just hope she wasn't. We just hope she was of a higher plane, but we realize she's firmly on the ground, or maybe underground with him. It just, for me, it's saddening that even if we think she's settling, it is a lot. It is a lot to carry, but hey, that's based on my judgment for my life. She may say, hey, it's par for the course. I got to sponsor this man.
Hey, God, listen, God knows what missions he going to give certain people. It might be her ministry. It might just be her ministry. It might be a part of her journey. We do not know. So like she said, we not going to judge anymore for now. But soon as some stuff come back up, on the 15th of November, we might have to be back as jury. We might not be the judge, but we're going to be the jury.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see if Maryland allows you to be in the Zoom court. I'm going to have to check that out.
Well, we got to see if he even show up.
No, because he can't go out there by himself.
Oh, yeah.
He needs a sponsor to come with him.
Everybody needs them. Everybody needs them a Megan Good. So maybe she's his Coretta.
Yeah. Hey, that is a beautiful way to put it.
She's going to help this man reshape and redesign his life and get it back on track. Everybody needs a Coretta. Unfortunately, I'm just not her.
We're talking about Jonathan Majors now, his talk High Vibe. We're talking about how he said he was asking the young lady who took him to court to be his Coretta, and every man needs a Coretta Scott King in his life. A woman who will stand by him, through all of it.
Thick and thin, the foolishness and all the allegations that are thrown upon him, because these are all allegations that are thrown upon our good brother Tyler, okay? All right. And if y'all can go ahead and sponsor to his fund, which is my Cash App. I'm gonna make sure that the donations get to him and to go to the proceeds of him getting to his children at some speed. I don't know how it might not be as rapid, but it's at some speed. Those donations will make it to him. Trust me.
Don't forget the taxes and the administrative cost.
Oh, yes. Those lawyer fees is going to be a little taxy. So, and we got a little back payment to pay. So if y'all donate wisely, and we got the church building fund so you got to make sure we got to take the church building fund out first, and we got to make sure the church is right first. And then, some proceeds got to go to my deacon to make sure her side of the building is right first. So I got to make sure it'll sit right. But everything that's left over will go to Tyler. We'll make sure it get over there.
Yeah, the building fund is the eviction fund for Tyler.
I shouldn't laugh at people's pain. This is probably why I'm going through my own now.
No, it's because you can clearly see the pain that she's signed up for. And you know what? The thing is, it's sad. Gotta laugh at it. Gotta make jokes about it because it is sad. And it is sad when you see the road someone is taking and you hoping they don't hit that speed bump real hard, but it's right around the corner. And hey, but if
she bump in a Ferrari, baby, she low to the ground with it, like, ooh, you about to tear everything up.
Now, don't talk about Ferraris. I just did Love Is Blind Habibi's reunion, and the guy said the girl would rather cry in a Ferrari than be happy in a regular car.
I would rather cry in a Lamborghini than a Ferrari, but I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
And he's right. Let me cry while I rub my feet on this carpet in this car. Am I driving it too? Okay, I'll drive it. Let me cry your money. Pass me some money so I can wipe my tears.
Y'all, we gotta laugh at it. We got to laugh at Ashley Tyler, the whole thing. Or else you can cry and be mad at them.
Listen, hopefully one day she can look back and laugh at it too, baby. It might be a while from now, but sometimes you gotta laugh at your pain that you put yourself through. I laugh at mine. Now. Shoot, I done made some bad choices. I mean, not this drastically bad, but I done made some bad choices before too. So, hey, I worked it out. I worked my way out. I wasn't locked in either, though, but that's a whole nother story. So
every lock can be picked. You can lock in as much as you want.
God makes a way. That's all I can say. Go. Amen. And on that note, is there anybody else that we're talking about? Is that everybody? That's everybody, huh?
Yeah,
because everybody else is just, we don't really need to talk about Leo and Brittany. Yeah, she got a good man. He a friend. Yay. He still got the money. Yay.
Don't sip out my drink, though. See, okay, Mr. Elson and I had this early in our relationship where it was terrorizing me that you would sip out of my drink. Do not sip out of my drink. If you wanted that drink, order it. Don't sip out my drink. I don't care if it's a slushy from the corner. Don't sip out my drink. See, this is the only child syndrome is what I blame it on. And because, the healing works of therapy, we have found our medium for it. Mm-hmm. But, that just irked the heck out of me.
The biggest problem that irked the heck out of me is the fact we can have the same drink and he's still gonna sip out of my drink. Now, if he was saying I was sipping it to make sure there was no poison in it, by all means, treat me like a queen and make sure I don't die. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't say that. So I was like, sir, I'm just used to sharing food. Okay, we go to tapas, not to drink. There's no drinking tapas, boy. Get your lips off my.
And you better ask me to. You better
Yes,
ask.
ask,
Oh,
please.
that used to irk my nerves. Mr. El City used to just take the glass and drink. It's like, ooh, that's yours now. Can I
What?
have my own?
And like
And I
you,
believe,
it's bad enough when you got your kids over there with their straw.
girl.
Now you got your hood. Just just buy three. Buy three drinks because he gonna drink one of mine. So just give me just bartender. I'll be doing it every time. Okay, I'm gonna have one of these. He gonna have one of these. Bring me two of those though. Bring me two of those though, cause he gonna drink off of one of mine.
I'm telling you, this was a major contention in our beginnings of a relationship. So I understand where Brittany's coming from. And when I tell you it would irk my nerves, it will irk my nerves in that I would have an argument because my whole day is off.
Well, look, you better than Brittany because you lasted. Brittany said, this is it. We leaving this Miami, sir. We ain't going nowhere further with this drinking out my cup.
Right. And as I said, I don't care if it's a slushy. I don't care if it's a can of Coke. I don't care if it's a bottle of water. Ask me first. Give me the first rights of refusal. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll most likely share because you gave me the courtesy of asking. But when you just pick it up and you just sip, it's like, that ain't mine no more.
And you're not even confused. You're not confused. It's not your cup. Like, oh, I thought this was mine. My bad. Okay, yeah, exactly, Shine. That's the thing. Especially with back in the day when you used to watch somebody drink and stuff, and then you watch it roll back down. Okay, you good. You good. That's yours. That's yours right there. Enjoy. Appreciate you. Be big mad. Big mad.
And if you want some off my plate, I will section off some and you can take it onto your plate. Do not eat directly from my plate. I was
Now,
like, can I try? Sure. I'm gonna cut or give you a whole piece. Go on
mhm.
your plate. No.
Now Capricorn Moon Goddess, you hate to be one of my girlfriends because we good for buying some drinks and be like, oh, this good, try it, and then push it right to you. You couldn't be our friend, but I definitely will encourage you to have your own straw when you try my drink, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, I know what I do with my lips. I don't know what you do with your lips, but I can only imagine. So I'd be like, But I am definitely one of those that I will let you taste my drink. I will let you taste my drink, but I'm offering it to you.
Right.
Or you are asking, can I try it? It's not just you pick it up and just put your thing. That is so frustrating to watch a friend just be like,
Oh, I have batted away some straws. I'm not that friend. I have swatted a straw away. So don't do that. I will spill the entire drink on the table to swat your straw away. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. See, now I'm getting hot. I'm getting flashback. I'm more mad about this than I am about Alex, Tim, and the rest of them.
not you. Wait, she said I used to do that with my friends drink, but I was drunk. It's different. Your friends got to protect their cups around you.
I need rules of engagement. You see, if we're going out, we're like, hey, we're sharing drinks, and you give me the heads up ahead of time. It's like, okay.
Right.
But if we just jumping in, feet first, no. Straw first, no. It's like, get out of here. Or I'll take the cup away. Where you going with that straw? Because it certainly ain't in my drink.
And don't be volunteering just so you can try to hope to get mine. Because baby, you ordered what you ordered. I ordered what I ordered. Sometimes I already know I don't want to taste your drink. Okay, so don't be looking. Oh, can I just try yours? Because and you can try mine. No. Just trust me when I say mine's good. And if you want another one, you can order what I got. Do that. But when I'm in a sharing mood, I'll let you try it. You'll know I'm in a sharing mood because I'm definitely gonna be like, hey, try this.
And that's my thing. We need rules of engagement. Are we sharing? Are
Mhm.
we sharing drinks or whatever? Or y'all, excuse me, I'm gonna order 2 drinks. I do not wish to share, but I do wish to sample these 2 drinks, and it'll be on my tab. You don't have to sponsor my taste. Totally understandable.
That's another thing too, because I have a certain way that I touch straws, I open straws or whatever. Like I literally open with the paper still on it, so you can take it off yourself. Like there's a certain way that you open a straw or whatever. I have this whole habit. I do that still to this day. even with my own straw. So I feel you on that too. Like, why your fingers? Right, like tonight when I go to the bar, I can't stand people reaching into my straw thing. I know people like have a habit of doing that and stuff. I really can't stand it. I'm so polite. Elsie kills me how polite I am, but I really will go to the bars and be like, "Can I?" Because for some strange reason, they never want to touch the straw closest to them. They want to touch over all the straws to pick the one in the middle.
Use your whole hand to cover all the straws, and then it's like, okay, now I got to throw it out.
Right. So yeah, yeah, I feel you on this one.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Jay, it was almost the end of our relationship. Just grabbing my drink and just drinking it. And I'm going to leave this live and go back to him and tell him he's gonna be like, why are we bringing up all the bad stuff from the past?
I got re-triggered. Brittany triggered me.
And knowing him, he probably start doing it again tomorrow just to be spiteful. It's like,
his little Tim gonna come out. His little Tim gonna come out.
Oh, I forgot I used to do that. Let me start that back up again.
Hey, by the way, let me touch your straw. Let me touch your cup. Hey, baby, I brought you a drink. Oh, that's the worst right there. I brought you a drink and drink out of it after giving it to you.
Oh no, Trey, he tried that.
He said, "They want to taste your lips in all forms."
Yeah, he tried that. He tried that.
Look, they said you don't bring it up. Don't traumatize yourself again. He listened to the live now. He
does. He may be in the room listening to the live right now.
Yes.
But if not, he gonna listen to the live tomorrow.
Vengeance is mine.
It's like, yeah, she used to be pissed off at that.
He's saving that for a good rainy day. Ooh,
yeah.
Wait till I get back at her. Watch what I do.
Yes. It's like, don't regress from therapy, please. Don't regress.
Now we had therapy for this.
Oh no, girl, I'm telling you, we had to get to it because it would boil my blood. If you see my glasses are fogging up, it would boil my blood because I would just end the drink.
That's I love to say that too, Trey. Romantical. That's just so romantical. But you know what? This is a good note to end this on because you just had a perfect thing right there. Compromise. I mean, this forgiveness, this grace, this willing to work on it. This is what is needed for a relationship that is working towards marriage, which we know some of these couples didn't have for their partner. Is some people had it too much. Nick, too much grace. Okay, baby, you got to have some boundaries with your grace still. Because baby, Mick was a better man than me because I would cuss the hell out of her ass. But Tim and Alex, y'all got to have grace and have conversations about your likes and your don't likes, especially in the early stages of getting to know people. You got to tell people what your icks are because you do actually know what your icks are. They might not come up until the person does it, but when it does come up, you got to let them know. This is an ick for me. This is a problem for me. I don't like this. It intentionally makes me mad. Or it bothers me when you do this. So if that's what your intentions are, continue. By all means, continue so I can continuously walk out this door and not come back. But if we're going to have a longevity relationship, we got to talk about some things that I do like, some things that I don't like. And every so often, guess what's going to happen through the marriage? We're going to have to talk about some things that I do like, I do not no longer like, I like now. Conversation is very much key, ongoing throughout the whole thing. So in the early stages, we have to find a way to communicate with each other properly, let each other know. And if we got to go to therapy to work it all out, we just gonna have to do that, but communication is a big thing. And, I hope that we're helping you all open doors of communications with your partners or your potential partners going forth. We try to have open communications. As you can see, we don't always agree on things, but we talk it out to try to come to some understanding with one another's viewpoints. Not necessarily to win the person over or anything like that, but we just want to have an understanding of where that person is coming from because we all come from different walks of life. So at the end of the day, God gave us a talent to be able to communicate in this particular way. We should use those gifts And there's so many different ways that we can do it. And we should exercise every which one of those ways when we can, especially with the people that we love the most. So before we get out of here, we're going to let El Cid close us on out. But I want to definitely thank you all for being here with us tonight. Appreciate every last one of y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to be with us, having a good time, kikiing and acting a fool and not taking this serious, as Seaway has said. We're so unserious tonight. Huh? Are you home tonight? No, I'm getting ready to get out of here and stuff. You see, communication. But and I appreciate you all. Please, if you're watching this on a replay, like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know how you felt about the reunion. Anything that we said you agree, disagree with. We're going to have a conversation with it in the comments. We'll let us do that with you. And always be blessed. Happy Friday to you all. Be safe. And El Cid, go ahead and take us home. Make sure, too, y'all follow our girl El Cid on her channel, YouTube channel, El Cid 932. She's also doing Love is Blind Habibi. She's doing Love is Blind. What is the new one that's coming up next?
Argentina comes out next week.
Argentina. And she's doing other shows like Rotisserie and stuff. So if you're into those type of shows, she's got that up over there as well. So y'all make sure y'all go follow her as well. Okay, go ahead and close us up out of here. I'll say that you got it.
Well, finally, we're at the reunion. I would say the reunion took everybody's mask off. Everybody's mask. Everyone is revealed. We kind of see who had an edit that was good, bad, or indifferent. So all I would say is, in the words of Stephen, or in the mind of Stephen, when people tell you who they are, believe them the first time. And they will also show you evidence of exactly who they are. So again, don't put on your rose-colored glasses. Do not deny, your family and relatives out there, but just, develop a balanced relationship first with yourself, and then you can have it with other people. So, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching us, and see us on the next show that we're going to cover.
That's right. We'll be back for some more. One quick thing too. I am going to be doing Love is Blind Pineapple. My homegirl's doing the Blind Pineapple show. So if y'all familiar with the Pineapple show, my homegirl has started a new thing. So I'm going to do the Blind Pineapple show reaction. Okay, because it's actually called Blind Pineapple Show. So I'm going to be doing reactions to that or whatever, because child, it looks like it's going to be interesting. And I hope to have El Cid to do some pop the balloons with me or whatnot, because I was watching one. It might be fun. We get to have
if we do that, know that I don't watch it. So I will totally be going in blind. So
pretty much I like going into the episode blind. I watched a little bit of the first one, but yeah, it's fun. So yeah. So we expect more reaction videos for me and everything. We'll be getting some more. Of course, as more tea develops, I'll be here to break down some more stuff that I just find interesting. All right. So y'all stay with me. And hopefully whenever Love and Marriage Detroit come back, we'll be back. But until then, hit the notification bell so you know where the hell we at. All right. We gonna be around. All right. Let me leave y'all with a little something, because I like to leave y'all with a little something so y'all won't be out here looking crazy.
T-shirt, you done left fingerprints and all. You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
Okay, I added us to